Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. And how are you all doing? What's going on? How's it going? What's life? How's it been? What have you been doing? Hey everybody. Hello, Sanook, Barantor, Rissa, Courier. Hey everybody. Woo. Hey Courier. Look, there are a lot of things. The first thing I have to tell you is my off-screen little calendar thing is off. I have to update that. It says it still has a Blue Rose on Sunday, and we're not doing Blue Rose on Sunday. Instead, we're doing something else. And I don't think we're doing Simply Divine on Sunday because we've got this other thing going on. Hello, Krellin. I don't know why you say goodbye. That's Hey, Aneo, how are you? Yeah, we have a new chapter. Your turn, my turn. I'm very excited. Look, I've got see courier knows, right? So I have to put it on the calendar, but on Sunday, rather than because we would normally play Simply Divine from like 11 to 2, but we have Only War, Warhammer 40K Only War on Roll For It. This is our crew's first episode, and that starts at 1 p.m. Eastern. So I don't think we can. We have a call time at 12:30. So I don't think we can do Simply Divine, but we're gonna be doing Only War. So this Sunday, I have to update my calendar. I'm so sorry. I thought to myself, oh, I have to update my calendar, but then I didn't because I had a session 0 today and a session 0 yesterday, and I was kind of like getting ready for stuff. But I'm really excited. Rissa, I got my second Pfizer dose, waiting to see if I wind up with side effects, but so far so good. Oh, good, good, good. I've got a headache from mine and some fatigue. Oh, yeah. So I thought I'd tell you. Here's the word, hummingbird. On playing 40K, but that's my shtick. You can cast Trooper at 1 p.m. Eastern playing a maybe serious, maybe slapstick soldier in the grimdark humor future of 40K. Speaking of which, Rissa, will you just remind me in the bunker that I need to update my RPG command because we've just had a switch over that's happening, and I can also announce the thing. So like I can update my command, and you should just remind me so that when I finish the stream today, I will update my command and then update my calendar so that it is all known. Right? Though I suppose my group is taking a break from 40K and I'm running my technocracy campaign. Ooh, that sounds fun. Are you using Mage the 20th edition, or tell me what you're doing? Ania says, doing good, about to end a more than year-long D&D campaign in the next session or so. Wondering how long of a break I should take before starting a new homebrew campaign with the same group. Are you GMing it, Anio? Are you GMing? Because that's exciting. Thank you, Rissa. We had look, yesterday, which was Wednesday, right? We had our session 0 for Only War, and we all made our characters. We talked about which regiment we were going to be in. We decided the regiment. We all made our characters. I'm excited for the group. I'm really excited for what we came up with, because there are a lot of different ways. You know what I mean? To play the game, and I feel like we're gonna have good RP. Is what I'm thinking. I feel like we're gonna have good RP, and I'm kind of excited for some of the things that will be happening. And I just remembered I need to. I I'm on. Because here's the thing. When I'm streaming, I don't tend to have things up for note taking, and I hate taking notes on my RPG book. Let me just say, practice that song. Okay, put it down. I won't forget it. Won't forget it. You're mostly using Mage 20, but I'm adopting Spears to the in New World of Darkness 10 Spear system. Oh, interesting. Good for you, Neo. Aneo, are you enjoying GMing? Tell me about your GMing feelings. Tell me how that's going for you, how it's been. Just give me. I want to hear GMing stories so that I can give you snaps and encouragement. That's all. Sheepy, hey, Control Freak, it's good to see you. Sheepy is GMing the 40K show, and the concept is, so the way that they do Only War is sort of complicated over there in a kind of an interesting way, in that there are 4 people who are commanders of 4 different regiments. Margaret Crone, Bentham, 2 other people, and they have sessions where they talk about their strategy, because there's like a rebellion and whatnot going on. But the Patreon folks also sort of like give directives that the players who are the regimental commanders sort of deal with. So there's like a relationship between Patreon and the 4 players, the regimental commanders. And then after their like command sessions, there are 4 episodes in a row with a cast of 4, and those cast of 4 play soldiers in one of the regiments, and then we play out like the orders that like, so like they are making orders, I think, in relationship to Patreon. They give the orders to us. We go out to go and, you know, do our stuff. And then how we do on our 4 episode stint feeds back to how things went all the way back, and it's this thing. And then after our 4 episodes are done, we 4 players are gone. They have more command sessions, and then a new group of 4 players come in and do stuff. Do you know what I mean? Hey, Crit Twitch, how are you doing? Hope you're doing very well. Yeah, so it's very integrated between like, yeah, so it's like, so it's the same only worship did that I want. Yes, that is, I believe that is the case, but this is season 2. Oh, Crit Twitch. Oh, Crit Twitch. That's the wrong, hey, thanks for reminding me. That is the wrong alert. That's not the alert that I want. Let me go and fix it. Streamlabs. I'm going to fix that because that is going to throw me off and I won't be able to handle it. Wait, let me just fix it before it's too late. Manage my themes. I want my main theme that I use because the RIAA is the worst. That one. Okay. Now I got it. Okay. So the name game. Come on, everybody. I say, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F. On M will appear. And then I say bow at a B. Then I say the name. Then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time. And there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Crit twitch, bo bitch twitch, banana, fanner, fo pitch twitch, fee, fi, mo mit twitch. Crit twitch, Scabernack, bo babernack, banana, fanner, fo babernack, fee, fi, mo mabernack. Scabernack. I've been listening to Tom Jones recently. I forgot. What a weirdo. Not in a bad way, but like, hey, Tom Jones. Hey, everybody. 45 months, Scabernack. That's a bit wild. First off, do not hold off Crit Twitch. I love it all the time. All the time.
Name game.
This is a thing that I love. Control Freak, the name game. Come on, everybody. I say, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F. Or an M will appear. And then I say bow at a B. Then I say the name. Then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Control freak, banana, fanner, foot, control freak, fee, fi, mo, control freak. Control freak. The name game. Woo! Hey, everybody. Also, Krellin has just cheered 200 bits for the train, but no singing. But wait, Krellin, what do you mean I don't get to? But this would be, that's bits. I would be able to sing, you know, We're in the Money, but as sung by Ginger Rogers, as in the film 1930 from the Gold Diggers 1933, which means, you know, I could sing it in Pig Latin. But you know, if I'm not allowed to sing, that's all I'm saying. Let me see. What do we got? So Courier asked if the graphic is new. It is new. I just made it recently. I was like, hey, I want to make a graphic because some people have one, and then it's not so abrupt when you just come right in from the starting soon screen to like the thing, and I was like, let me do it. So then I made one, and I was excited. But I noticed that Volpus just donated some bits, and I feel like you know what that means. I feel like that means that I get to sing, and I feel like you know what I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna sing "We're in the Money," as sung by Ginger Rogers from the film Gold Diggers 1933, which means I'm singing it in Pig Latin. And I just, I've been thinking about Pig Latin a lot recently. I'm not gonna tell you what my thought is. I'm gonna sing the song, and then I'm gonna tell. Okay, look, I'm gonna tell you my thought really quickly. You know what I think I need? I really feel like, look, clearly Ginger Rogers was super good at Pig Latin. I mean, she was super good at Pig Latin, which means, and I know this was a thing back then. People used to speak Pig Latin to each other as like a, it's like a gag. Like people just used to do it. And I can speak in Pig Latin, but of course my listening comprehension is not as great because people don't speak to me in Pig Latin. And I just feel like I need people to speak Pig Latin to me. Like this is what I feel like I need, like when I was in the army, and when I was doing military intelligence, almost most of us, not all of us, but many of us in the kind of work that I did, many of us were linguists or we had another language. And there was a thing we would do all the time where like people would spend like 1 hour a day just speaking in their language. So we have people speaking Russian or Czech and et cetera, et cetera. And I just feel like I need in my life someone who will just speak to me for an hour in Pig Latin so I can get better at listening comprehension, not just speaking comprehension, because I don't know why, but I just really thought to myself, I kind of feel like it would be pretty awesome if I were just really good at Pig Latin. Never as good as Ginger Rogers, but if I could get so good at Pig Latin, you know what I mean? I'm J. Us J. Ang say, I way Antwe Ute Itge Ilire Udge Atpe Igpe Atnle. Uye One? That's what I'm saying. Just Pig Latin. She was good at Pig Latin by breaking the rules. I actually think she made up her own new rules. You know what I mean? Like, I just want the look. I just want the Ginger Rogers' ghost to come down from I don't know wherever her ghost hangs out, and then be like, "Trooper," and then give me the secret of her amazing Pig Latin. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Ivoy at gile at way at way extra ute at gile ang way. Airway and hey, the anime. Ile I skays are ani say. Oh man, did and pray, ooh, yare, ooh, three, you must stay on way on gray, oh. Eat everything, eat bread, lay on slay, yeah, way at bronze lay, oot, day. And when we see the end, the order will look left the eye, get right in the eye, where in the money, where in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Thank you so much for those bits, both of y'all. I am just like, your turn, my turn, Vulpus, Krellin, thank you so much. Ooh, Rissa, I see you over there. I just like, look, I really like Pig Latin, is what I'm, yeah. Your turn, my turn says, Udge ewe ute actus prey. And that is true. Like, that's what I want. I want a really good way to practice. This is what I'm gonna say. Krellin asks, whose legion are you in? Courier says, I don't think it's been announced. And it hasn't been announced, and because of which legion it is, I don't think I could say. If we were in the 21st, I'd be like, oh, we're in the 21st. Not that I'm saying that we aren't in the 21st, but I'm just saying that we aren't in the 21st. Or are we? But I'm saying that because of the legion that we are in, I don't. Which region we're in? Ooh, got a success for a hype train. I'm just saying that I don't think I can tell you because I think it would break. I think there's a surprise coming is what I think is what I'm trying to tell you that. That's all. So let's see. Aneo about GMing says, I love it, but I do miss doing in-depth character studies that you get to do as a player. Like I often wish I could be a player and a GM at the same time, but I guess I just need to bring in more recurring characters and feel more comfortable acting as them. Yeah, although I never think of, no matter which character I'm playing as a GM, no matter how often I play them, I never think of them as my PC. Like I think about them a lot and I think about like who they are and what they're about, but I always in my mind keep a really strong line between an NPC and a PC. Some people talk about like, oh, GMs can have like their GM PC, and I work really hard not to think about the NPCs that way. I never think about the PCs as my PC, my NPCs as my PC, because I think I just feel like I have a fundamentally different job. Do you know what I mean? And like, and no NPC that I play, no matter how much I play them, how much everybody else likes them, I cannot get attached to those
Name
NPCs,
game.
right? I cannot get attached to them in the way that I get attached to uh, a PC, because I feel like that is dangerous. And I try to make sure that like I have empathy for all of the NPCs and understand them all, even the ones who are like the worst. But like I need to know them. I need to know the NPCs well enough that I know that, for example, and by the way, I be right. I got you. I got you. I have you. But like Frida's husband in the last week of they're like was acting up in ways that were not smart. I'm going to be vague so there are no spoilers. Was acting up in ways that are not smart, and there were some things that could have been a role, like if they'd wanted to, like maybe they could have done a provoke roll or whatever on this piece on this particular NPC, and some of those things the NPC did were not smart things. But I knew the NPC, like I know that NPC very well. I know what's wrong with them. I know their attitudes, and I know their limitations, and I know the ways in which they're not that smart. Like they're not that smart about certain things, and I know what their obsessions are and what their triggers are, the things that will get them really irritated. And the PCs just said certain things. And I was like, well, this NPC is going to do this thing. It's not a smart thing to do, especially not in this context, but that's what the NPC is going to do. That's not smart. It's a bad thing, but they're going to do it because I know with that PC what they're like. But that's not me. That NPC is not my PC. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a person in the universe that I understand them so I can play them, but they're not mine. They're not mine. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, like for me, it's just really important. And so when a Neo says that she misses the deep character work that you can do when you're a player, I mean, I'm going to agree with that because what I will say is no matter how deep I go into my NPCs, and I go in pretty deep to my NPCs, right? Like I do, like I go in pretty deep. I'm like, oh yeah, let me figure out like what their hopes and fears are, what their needs, what their wants. Like I really try to dig in, but it's never the same because the NPCs aren't mine. Right? Do you know what I mean? Like if that makes any sense at all. Like the NPCs are not mine. I'm not trying to protect them. I'm not. I'm not on their team. Like I'm not on the same team as the NPCs. The NPCs are just out in the world, and I am the GM, and we are not on the same team. They're just there. Do you know what I mean? Like they're there, doing their thing, and I'm moving them about, and I have feelings about them and all, but they're not mine in the way that a PC is mine. A PC is mine, and a PC I do different things with. Like my mindset when I'm playing a PC is totally different from playing an NPC when I'm a GM, and I try to make sure that's always the case. And it's just like and like some people may not understand the difference between those things, but to me there really is a difference between them because I have hopes and dreams for my PCs. I don't have hopes and dreams for my NPCs. That's what it is. Now, because the kind of player I am, just because I have hopes and dreams for my PCs doesn't mean it's going to come true. I have no idea what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like I have hopes for my PCs. Those hopes may not happen because the PC themselves may not want it, or the circumstances may not allow. Who knows what? Because fundamentally not a narrativist, so I never know what's going to happen. But I do. Like I have a certain kind of personal investment in the future of that PC that I just don't really have with NPCs in the same way. And also, as a PC, like my PC, like I am okay taking up spotlight time as a PC because I'm a player and I want to make sure I share the spotlight with my fellow players, but like I get to be part of the team that gets a spotlight. And as a GM, the spotlight's never for me. Do you know what I mean? Like as a GM, I never like there's sometimes when I will have NPCs just not there because I just don't want them to take up any spotlight because it's not for them. You know what I mean? Like the game is not for the NPCs. That's what I want to say. The NPCs might be doing things, they may have full lives, they might have things going on, and I might think about those things, but the game is not for the NPCs. The game is for the PCs. And so for me, it's really important for me to always know that the NPCs, no matter how much the players like them, no matter how often I play them, are not PCs because the game is not for them. Like that's like my take on the GM PC situation. And I'm gonna catch up, right? Catching up. Career, yay for the move. Also, hey, Toy Boat Sailor, it's so good to see you. Um, Krellin, listen to Tom Jones. That's not unusual. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. You have to watch him play. You have to watch him do that live. Krellin hates Big Latin. It's the only explanation. I hate distractions. We're talking about RPGs. No, that's fair, Krellin. Also, I know that I'm way behind. The gates are down. The train is traveling through the town. I'm reveling in the chaos. Trooper got a new hat. Got a new hat. Yeah. Let's see. Given we're talking 40K, just say that you're helping out that Siege Volpes. That's all I'll say. Can you get good enough to do it backwards? I feel like I'll never be as good as I'll never be that good. I'll never be that good. So I've been accused of being Volpes and Control Freak. I have been accused of being a bit of a hedonist. So hey, oh no, don't worry. I'm gonna play those trailers for you. I'm so excited. Let's see. Subscriptions. Be right. I'm singing you the name game. I just saw that. I did not forget. Also, I get to sing the name game and your name starts with B. So I'm very excited about that, but I'm getting there. Krellin says, supporting actor is a very different job from a major. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like, you can care about the supporting characters, but they're not the same. You know what I mean? They're not the same. They're not the same. And I just think it's important to remember that. Rissa about Frida's husband, extremely not smart. It's true. It's true. Coldrick says, plus being a gym, it would be so easy to gain a favorite NPC and subconsciously make certain they are helped to keep them alive. Right, and I don't want that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that. That's not what I want in my life. Control Freak says, on RPGing, I've been super conflicted recently. Because the Shadowrun game I'm in is on its final run, but on the other hand, I'm starting GMing a D&D game to replace it, and I'm hyped for my friends to start exploring the world. I get it. That sort of like that sense of loss, but then that sense of excitement. Yeah, it makes sense. Hey, you know what though? Is your Shadowrun game going to be done, like final done, or can you come back to it? It definitely was good heightening too. Skeptic says, yeah, I've played in games where an NPC was clearly the GM's PC in all but name, a very different feel. Yeah, and also sometimes, oftentimes players don't like it. Do you know what I mean? Like the players don't like it. And I was thinking about the ways in which I've seen it happen, right? I've seen that NPC the GM really loves and wants to play all the time and finds reasons for that NPC to be there, even when the NPC maybe doesn't need to be there. And like, there's the star of the show, and the star of the show, that's the PCs. And it's, like as Cabinet says, it's decidedly unfun. It is decidedly unfun. Like you don't want like the NPCs. Yeah. And like for me, it's, sometimes the players and the PCs really love an NPC and they want the NPC around all the time. And that's fine. It's just not coming from me. Do you know what I mean? And also I will kill all the NPCs. I will. I'm fine with any NPC I have. They can all die. Now, I might feel sad about it, but none of my NPCs are off the table. Now, you might be like, but isn't that the same for PCs? And I'm like, well, yeah, but the players are invested in their PCs living. I am not invested in my NPCs living. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody's in danger, but if the players go and throw one of my NPCs under the bus, that's what happens. Like, I'm not sad about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a difference in investment. That's all. That's all. Yes. Let's see. Gondlar says, hey, Gondlar, your Thursday stream is so conveniently scheduled right after the Star Trek Adventures game I GM ends, so I can watch while I run. Oh, Gondlar, you are smart, and I respect you. Because writing your recap right afterwards is so good. I'm not going to talk about the things I need to do, but I know it. Control Freak says, Shadowrun's going to be done. We're basically blackmailing the head of Ares Corp to save our skin. Then my character is going to have to take his VTOL and go off on a zoological expedition, gathering awakened animals for zoos and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Aneo says, the game is not for NPCs. Yeah, that cinches it entirely, right? I love building these worlds and scenarios, but a part of me wishes I could play in it too. Yeah, I think that means I'll try to always have an RPG where I can still play as a PC rather than be 100%. You have to watch out for being a forever GM. If people really like your GMing, sometimes you never get to play. And they scratch different itches. Krellin says, you tried like hell to kill Anastasia and Night Witches and Fox and Owl. Like, not our precious baby Anna. I know, I did. I tried. It didn't happen. But I was like, well, all right then. She's not dead. I just figured. But you know what? But again, what's going to happen is going to happen. Like, I'm open for what's happening. I'm open for it. Your turn, my turn says, sounds it would be pretty awkward, like sharing the stage with the avatar of the watcher. Yeah, right? It would be like... So there are a couple of games that are trying to simulate what it's like to be the sidekicks, where the hero's an NPC, like like Doc Savage or whatever. And I really feel like the only way that that really works is when Doc Savage is really never on screen. Do you know what I mean? Like, if the whole point of the game is that you are all playing like the sidekicks to the hero that's run by the GM, I just kind of don't think that hero should be on stage much. Otherwise, then you're like, what am I doing here? Do you know what I mean? And like, everybody wants to feel like they're contributing. So, and also the GM has other ways to contribute to the game, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Uh, no. I used to be like a big recapper, but Willen TW is writing the recaps for City of Light and Shadow, and I just need to go through them and turn them into svelter recaps, and I just need to do that. It's just that I've been a little bit packed with the things that are coming up, but that is going to end soon. Like, that's going to come to an end really soon, in the sense that The Witcher and Blue Rose are on hiatus until after I move. Tachyon Squadron's only got 2 sessions this week and next week. Then I've got the 6th week of The Thing that I'm going to show you the trailer for. But basically, I'm really thinning out, so I'm going to have a lot more time to get caught up on some stuff, including a bunch of writing and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm feeling good about that. And Krellin says sidekicks should be like below deck style. Yes, where the adventure is happening over there, and what your team is doing is vital to the moment in ways that appear off camera to the heroes. Yes, and thus the heroes are off camera. Yes, absolutely, and that's fun. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's like in some ways that was Rogue One, right? Like, Rogue One was that kind of idea that you're playing that kind of below decks people who are doing all these really important things, but they weren't like the stars, right? Like Leia and Luke and Han, who are like the stars. But you got to see this other part, and I thought that was very cool. I enjoyed that element of Rogue One. Gondo says, yeah, I never really get to take notes while running the game. There's already so much else to manage and pay attention to, so writing a recap is the only way I can remember the details of what happened. Oh, yeah, absolutely. There was something... Oh! The name game. Come on, everybody. I say, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say bow at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. But if the first 2 letters are ever the same, you drop them both, then say the name. I like Bob, Bob, drop the B's, Bo, or Fred. Fred, drop the F's, for red, or Mary, Mary, drop the M's, mo, airy. That's the only rule that is contrary. Be right, but E right, banana, fana, fee right, fee, fi, mo, me right. Be right. The name game. I did not forget you, Be right. I did not forget you at all. I was like, because I love it when people with a B or an F or an M subscribe, because then I get to do the extra verse, and that makes me happy. That's all. That's all. Control Freak says, I think there's a place for an overpowered GMPC, though. In my Stars Without Number game, the players were dealing with a conflict between 2 very overpowered NPCs, and the interaction created a lot of opportunities for stuff to happen, including an endgame where one of the players became a literal god and wiped out said NPCs in a whole no gods, no masters thing. Oh, yeah. But see, the thing is, Control Freak, Control Freak says that the trick, I think, is to use overpowered NPCs as a force of nature, essentially. And for me, it's not about power levels, right? There are people in this game, in Kolos, who have way more power than our heroes do. Like, anybody, like, Elias is the head of the Gestapo. He's a lot of power. Like, there are a lot of people with a lot of power. But it's not how much power they have. It's how invested the GM is in those NPCs. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you have, like, if, for example, Newt from Aliens were an NPC who was like way underpowered compared to the PCs who are all Colonial Marines, and all the GM does is basically have Newt save the day, and like all the PCs die all the time. Doesn't matter how underpowered Newt is, it's a problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, could you imagine if your players were like, the rest of that crew, and okay, and Ripley and Newt were both NPCs. I just feel like you would not be having a good time. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter that like Vasquez and the rest of them are all like have like way more points and all that. It just doesn't matter if it's, if the GM is, yeah, that's all I'm saying. Uh, yes, and works for improv, but might not be what you want to practice for an RPG. Yeah. Anio says, how do you guys get better at improv? Is it something that takes a class for helps, or just slowly get better as you act more? Just remember, yes, and in your good. But Newt is just Loki in no form, maybe. Anio, I think that what I would say is they're different. Um, so unlike what some people would say, Krellin is probably agreeing with me here. An RPG is not improv theater. People like to say it's like, oh, it's improv theater, but it isn't, because improv theater doesn't have a plan, but RPGs do, right? Like, or there are things in place, and I find that there are different ways to improv, and some things you don't need to improv, some things you do. There are different ways in which a person can get better, but it depends on your style. So, for example, if I'm doing a module, right, then what it means to improv is different than if I'm doing a sandbox, right? And how I prepare. For me, let me just talk about jazz, right? So how do jazz musicians improv? They don't, they improv by practicing, right? They practice scales. Like a really good jazz musician is going to practice scales over and over and over again, so they have the fundamentals, so that if something different happens, they already know all the notes and they just put them in the right order. You don't improv just out of nowhere. You improv because you have a really good foundation. So in order to improv, you need a foundation. At least, let me be very specific. In RPGs, in improv theater, it's different because oftentimes there's no foundation you can get besides just practicing patterns. Like, well, it's that same thing with jazz, right? You practice patterns, but in RPGs, which is not that, what kind of improving you do will depend on what kind of foundation you need to make your improving easier, will depend on what kind of game you're playing. And that's a thing that, like, you can also learn what you can and what you cannot improv, right? Because not everything is improbable. Some things are and some things aren't. So you have to figure out what is the proper prep, and then what is your prep to improv ratio depending on a lot of things. Control Freak says, practice and not being afraid to cripple like hell from other media. My D&D game has a character giving the players missions that is virtually a straight clone of Pratchett's Spinner. Right, nice. Gondor says, overpowered NPCs are also a problem I'm dealing with in Star Trek Adventures. My players feel the need to ask their admiral for specific orders way too often. Oh, yeah. I get that. Krellin says, Hyper RPG's corporate sins is an example of why you might not want to yes and all the time in an RPG. I think there was a bit less goofy tone planned for that, but the yes and instinct pushed it off the rails a bit. And Krellin, I actually think that, my opinion, the reason why it got pushed to goofy is because they were improv actors, and a lot of those improv actors, not all of them, like Muppet Mafia, Muppet Aphrodite, she does long form dramatic improv. So that's different, but a lot of improv actors don't improv drama, they improv comedy, and usually short form sketches, like they go for one-liners. And so if you have I have found that when you have a lot of improv actors, the game starts pushing towards comedy because that's what they've practiced. They have practiced finding the joke and then getting to the joke. But Cheryl, and also Cheryl has done long-term dramatic improv, right? So she's also been practiced in doing improv for the dramatic hook. But like so you just have to, like, who are your people? She's Funny Godmother. Oh, that's right, she is. That's a good one, Control Freak. Tropes are not bad. Tropes are tools. Learn to use the tropes, and remember that there's a whole trope box of tricks. Not everything can be solved with a hammer. Yeah, Tony and Ginny too. Yes, that's right. Yes, that is exactly right. And you can tell, right? And like, oh man, like I like a number of the people that were doing over at Geek and Sundry. I was like, ooh, gosh, y'all, okay, well, like, or like Geek and Sundry, when Critical Role was still there, they just had some like big old comedic yucks there, and I was like, I'm okay, whatever. So anyway, I'll tell you. The thing is, Rick Budd running Tempting Fate is the epitome of RPG improv for me. Now he holds that together is awesome. Right, so like I think, so if I'm running, for example, a module, then what it means to improv is different, right? What is the purpose? Ask yourself, because I like to get meta, what is the purpose of the improv? Right? What if you're improvising, what for? right? What are you trying to do, right? So if I'm doing a module, if I'm running a module that has a beginning, middle, and end, then my prep is about learning, really knowing the plot of that module, really knowing the plot, knowing how it all connects together, what all the pieces are, because improv in that context is about getting your players back on the rails, right? Basically, if you're doing a module, what you need to do, your goal in improving is to make it seem like the players are not on rails, but when they do things that are outside of the scope of the module, get them back into the module in a way that makes it look like you're not doing that. And so your improving is all about how to get them back on the tracks, right, on the roller coaster tracks. It's like when you're on stage, like if you're doing a theater play, and like this happened to me one time, and there was an actor I was with who could never remember his lines, could never remember them, and would just start like giving like it was the Crucible, and it was the judge, and the judge just could not remember his lines, and he would we were in act 1, he just start giving speeches from act 3, and like you never knew what was going to happen, right? So in that moment, my job is to get the play back on track so that we don't just do lots of act 3 stuff in the middle of act 1, because that's not going to make any sense. And so what I had to do for prep was to learn all of his lines really well and all the connectors really well, so that when he started going off, I could improvise lines, the purpose of which was to remind him what his actual line was, to get us back on track into act 1 again, right? So what is the purpose of your improv? In that case, the purpose of my improv was to get him back on the script without the audience understanding that's what's going on. So that was a thing. And so if you're doing a module, very often what you need to do is to basically corral your players to get into the big, you know, exciting battle on the volcano or whatever it is your thing is, without making it look like you're doing it. But that's a very different kind of improv, right? Because you just need to get them back on, and it's a different style of improv. But on the other hand, if you're doing a sandbox where it's really open and they can kind of do anything, then the prep for your improv is sort of like knowing what the world is or the current issues are. And then your improv is about how to, like if I'm doing like super sandbox, my improv is mostly like my improv. So like if I'm doing a module, my like Cthulhu Confidential, my improv process, the process that's going to drive my improv is, how do I get the player to move through the story, right? How do I get them on the roller coaster, back on the roller coaster, make the roller coaster exciting? I know what the plot is. How do I get them back on the plot? If I'm doing a super sandboxy thing, then my goal is, how does the world react to what they did? Which is totally different, right? So like the players, so for example, when in Kolos, the prince was like, Jean, right, and made a scene, I was like, okay, how does everybody respond to this, right? I'm not thinking, what is the story, what is the plot I need to keep them on? My improv is about, okay, what is this character gonna, how would they respond? How would they respond? How would they respond? What is the situation? How is that gonna sort of play out? And the prep that I do for that is to know all the characters, right? So I know all the characters, I know the politics, and so when something happens, I just have to extrapolate based on what I know about the space, and then I do that. You know what I mean? Like then I'm like, okay, well, so if I know that they have no food, there's this tension, this tension. Okay, when this happens, then what would happen is this, and this, and then that's what I say, because my goal then is to
Name game.
follow up, right? To follow up with the to follow through with the simulation, right? If I were doing a narrativist sort of a game, the improv is different, right? So if I'm doing a narrativist game like Good Society or something that is really sort of story driven, then the goal for that sort of a game is to make your story seem like a book or a play with a beginning, middle, and end, with rising action, denouement. Like you know what the tropes are, and so your improv goal then is to do the things that will lead you to the tropes, right? So if so for example, there's a point in time in the state of affairs, manner of speaking, a state of affairs where my character's whole goal was to get reinstated, was like to get reinstated into the, you know, into the will, but we only had 6 sessions, I think, total, and I think it was probably somewhere around episode 3, 2, 3, or 4, where I basically got the forged documentation. But I know that that's not how stories work, right? If you're going to go with a narrative story, the the character does not get what they want in Act 2. They don't just get it. So I improvised that even though we had the documents, we couldn't find them, right? Because my goal there is to make things happen that will model movies and books and TVs and the kinds of story pacing and arcs that we want when we want a narrativist sort of game. And so then my improv goal is to make the things happen that will make the thing seem like a movie or a book. And so my prep for that, of course, is just watching lots of movies and books, right? So for me, it's about what is the purpose of your improv. And if you know what the purpose of your improv is, then you can do the kind of background um, planning that will allow you to sort of improv well. And then, so that's like through style. But then the other thing I will say is, hey, I'm Bar Garwin, I got you. The other thing I would say is knowing what you can and cannot improvise in each system. For example, I find D&D, I do more prep in D&D because I don't really improvise maps, and I don't find D&D's mechanics super conducive to improvising NPCs. So like if there's a bad guy who's a sorcerer or a wizard, I'm gonna have to make the whole entire character sheet because that's how D&D is. Like there are just certain games that if I'm like that, there are certain games that there are certain things I just can't improv that I actually have to do it ahead of time because it just won't work otherwise. With Fate, I can improvise most characters because there are very few skills. There's a pretty good guideline of what those things look like. I can improvise basic NPCs in GURPS. I wouldn't be able to improvise NPCs with superpowers, but if I'm doing a regular historical game, I can improvise because they've got pretty good benchmarks. You know, like if it's a combat skill, it's a 14. If it's a regular skill, it's a 10. If they're mediocre, it's a 12. If they're mediocre, it's a 10. If they're an average person, their stats are 10. A little bit above average, it's 11. Above average, that's 12. Like so, like I can just basically improvise opposition, so I don't have to do that prep at all. I think Cypher is really easy to improvise as a GM in. There's some systems where there's just more work I have to do. Do you know what I mean? Like in some systems, I have to do more prep and I can't improv it because just mechanically the mechanics don't work that way for me. But in other systems, I can totally improv it. So like I'm like, okay, what do I need to prep? I don't need to prep that because I can improvise it. But I will note when I told you about how I improvise GURPS NPCs, I told you what my model was. If they're an average person, their stats are 10. Whatever their profession skill is going to be a 12. Everything else is probably going to be a 10, unless it's a dangerous skill, in which case it's going to be a 14, right? So like and if they're a little bit tougher, they'll be 11s across the board, right? And I can maybe, so basically I have a template in my mind on what normal looks like. So then I can improv right around and I don't have to pre-prep it because I know what normal is and then I can just go into it. So there's a bunch of things I don't have to prep at all, depending on the system. Some systems I'm going to have to actually sit down and do that work because I can't, because either normal is not particularly clear or the mechanics themselves are a little bit too interlocked in ways that you can't just improvise it and have it still work out well. Yeah. So like for me, it's about knowing what you can and what you have to pre-prep and that you can't improv. And if you're going to improv, know what you're improving, how you're improving it, what your structure is, so that basically you're just, you have to know your chords, know your scales, know your chords, and then you can put them together. That's it. That's what it is. That's all it is. B. Wright says, you mentioned GNS. Did you hear that alumni Eric Campbell and his crew are working on an Alien Colonial Marines? Oh, no, I didn't know that. I really like them. I liked Eric Campbell and that crew. They were good. Your turn, my turn says, this is all excellent advice for general leadership in way too. Yeah, nobody really goes in improv with no foundation. Like that's not the best way to do it. Baron Tor says, being a good conductor to keep the train moving for a module versus sandbox, knowing all the parts and how they would gear against each other. Yeah. Courier says, yep. And in general, that's good advice for writing, prepping your game anyway. GURPS, give them 10s. 10s across the board. Yep. Yeah, there's no average D&D character, too many choices, right? Coda is the best system-based, though. Coda, Call of Duty Alliance. Hey, Schmelzer. Champions of Defense Armory. Give me the acronym. So Aneo, I have not sung from Bar Garwin yet, but I'm just about to, as a matter of fact. So I would just say, Aneo, know your goal, right? Know what kind of game you're running, know your goal, and then figure out what the prep is that you would need to do to improv. Cows on Deserted Airplanes. And then also, like, for me, since I tend to be Coda is 2d6 plus mods. I don't know the acronym offhand. Huh. What games are based off of it? I just heard about a new game, a new generic system that I need to look into. It's like old and new. Anyway, pay no attention to that. Yes.
Name game.
And so, the name game. Come on, everybody. I say, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F. Or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. And Bar Garwin, and Bar Garwin, and Bar Garwin, Bo Bar Garwin, banana, fanner, from Bar Garwin, fee, fi, mo, Bar Garwin, and Bar Garwin. Cake bite, bo bake bite, banana, fanna, fo fake bite, fee, fi, mo make bite. Cake bite, the name game. Thank you for that resub and Bar Garwin and Bar Garwin. And also, thank you for that brand new sub, Cake Bite. Thank you very much. That is exciting. Could only decipher acronyms. Cream of Desire to Announce. New. Yes, that's the one. Baron Tor. New. I was told I should look into it. Cake Bite. Thank you for coming in and welcome. You know, you get your name game. You get your name game. So look, I promised to show you before we play The Long Dark, I promised to show you the trailer for the thing that I'm Coda. I can find no definition of what Coda stands for. It may not stand for anything. Maybe. So look, I'm going to show you the trailer for the game that I'm running. So in case you're wondering, let me do that. No, I don't do that. So in case you're wondering, on Sunday I'm doing Only War, which is very exciting. Saturday I'm jamming Tachyon Squadron, 3-part Fate, like space opera, military space opera game. Next Saturday, from 2 to 5, I'll be running a 6-part game of
Come on to my house.
Clockwork Dominion. Table Story? What? Thank you for the host, Table Story. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Table Story. Speak of the devil, Table Story. Hello, Pumpkinberry. I was just about to say what I was doing next Saturday, as a matter of fact, from 2 to 5, for 6 parts of an episode, I'm going to be running Clockwork Dominion, a game called Midsummer Mysteries. And you don't know who the cast is, but I have the trailer, and I was told that I'm allowed to play it. And I feel like Pumpkinberry might be interested in knowing who's in the game. She may not know who's in the game, but hey, Pumpkinberry, would you like to see the trailer so that you can see who's in this game that's gonna start next week? Oh, Murgles is here too. You might also. I'm gonna just play this. I've got a teaser, and I'm gonna play it, and I hope that you find it interesting to find out who's in the game. What do you think, huh? Huh? What do you think? What do you think? Look, y'all, this is going to be so exciting. It's Victorian Gothic horror. It's going to be that was 2 p.m. Eastern, 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern, and I'm so stoked, people. We've got it's 1896. We're gonna be like it's gonna be just like a oh ooh, you know what I can do? You know what I think I can do?
Somebody's watching
Ooh,
me.
Dirk. I always feel that somebody's watching me and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream?
Somebody's watching me.
Thank you for the follows, both of you, Dirk and also Avarice the Corrupt. Avarice the Corrupt. Oh my gosh. Look. So also, can I tell you this? Can I tell you this? I think I can do it. Right? Right? I think I can do this.
Somebody's watching me.
Look, this is what I'm gonna do. I have that's the trailer, which is also the cast announced the trailer, the opening credits. I also have the teaser, and I want to play the teaser for you because the teaser is going to tell you something about the game that you may not know from the opening credits, and it's very short. It's about a minute. And I'm just gonna show. It's 1896, Carolyn. I'm just gonna show this to you because I just want you to see something. Just note this. This is the teaser. I got it for you.
Greetings. If you have received this message, you are invited to the country estate of Viscount Neville Bainbridge and I, his new wife, Lady Mabel Bainbridge, for a week in the country to celebrate midsummer. This will be my first time as hostess of this ancient Bainbridge tradition, and this year things are going to be different. Rather than exclusively aristocrats, I have invited bohemians and intellectuals of all sorts to attend. Instead of the traditional fox hunt, our celebration will culminate in an overnight bicycle race through the 1,000-year woods. Near its heart lies the green gazebo, where our pleasant outdoor sleeping arrangements will take place. The winner of these events will receive a write-up in the London Times, bragging rights, and a very special gift, especially from me. I do hope you will attend. Keep your secrets safe, for all will be revealed during the Midsummer Mysteries. Not everything is what it seems. Join us on twitch.tv/tablestory, Saturdays 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
What? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, everyone. Look, they're just being invited to a country estate in the middle of nowhere for midsummer, and everything will be fine. It's gonna be fine. Pardon me. I feel like that was maybe that was inaccurate. Maybe the evil GM laughing was a little bit too much, but you know, yeah, totally perfectly on the level. Perfectly on the level. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Yes. Oh my goodness. Is it safe to assume there will be no outer worlds for there might be outer worlds. I have to see. No, maybe I might be able to like do a short one. We'll see. Place your bets now. Who is summoning a demon? Who's be sacrificing rich? Look, who knows? It's just midsummer. It's a midsummer festival. What could go wrong? My favorite thing is when Trooper tries to casually assure us everything is fine, okay? I love democracy, Trooper, probably. Yes, an overnight bike ride in the 1,000-year forest. Right? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm really looking forward to it. We had our session 0 today. We all got together this morning and we made our characters and we talked about it. And Oh, 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 oh. Can I tell you, all the characters are amazing. They're all great. Yeah, I'm just gonna note it's the characters are really really good. I am so excited for the show next Saturday. You didn't see Trooper's character in the horror game I ran at Terminus. Yeah. Look, it's just look. I They're just gonna go to the country estate. They're gonna have a celebration in the Thousand Year Woods where the green gazebo is. And sure, there might be a couple weird things going on, like how come no one's really seen Lord Bainbridge ever since he got married to Lady Bainbridge? And like she came out of nobody or nobody knows her, and they've only been like just 5 months, just out of nowhere. She's Swedish, so that's why nobody knows her. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Just out of nowhere, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But I'm just saying, they all have the best characters. They've got great characters. I'm so excited. I kind of can't handle it, is what I'm trying to tell you. It's just gonna be, it's gonna be so good, so good. It's me though. If there's a demon being summoned, it's always me. Maybe. Swedish people, famously invisible. We find out that Trooper. Hey, it's Sweden has some very quaint festival rituals. So if anything weird is happening, Swedish, huh? Well, it's fine. No one's ever been hurt by a Swede. Is her name Philip? No, it's Mabel. Her name is Mabel. Lady Mabel. Hey, look, here's the thing. If she does anything weird or out of place, it's just because she's from Sweden. That's all. She's just not from here. So if there's any kind of weirdness with her, I wouldn't worry about it. It's just because, she's Swedish. So it's gonna be fine, right? I mean, I feel like that makes sense, right? Like we're all good in every way. So we're playing the Long Dark, and by that I mean I'm gonna have the Long Dark on while I cackle about how amazing this game is gonna be, and try to assure everyone that everything will be fine. When clearly it's probably not gonna be fine. It's probably gonna be terrible. I'm gonna get that gun because nobody remembers. Oh no, look. Sometimes, work. Oh, right, a video game. Look, it's here. We're here. We're playing the Long Dark, and hopefully we will not get hypothermia and die, because that would be super awkward. I hope not. But can I tell you, I love all their characters. Okay. Hey, Mathsha. Okay, look, I have to tell you something about the Session Zero, and it's pretty awesome. And by pretty awesome, I mean, okay. Have you ever been a GM and you have evil plots? Do you know what I mean? When you're like, I'm going to play a game. I'm going to run this game. It's going to be really good. And I have some ideas. And I think one of my ideas is that X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? And you're like, this would be good. A little bit of X, Y, and Z. And you're thinking about it that way. And then you're like, oh, I really want to do X, Y, and Z. I think it'll be really, really good. But gosh, it's a little bit awkward about because I kind of need this, like, it would be really, like, to do X, Y, and Z would be really, really great if, like, one of the characters was A, or one of the characters, like, knew B, or one of the characters did C. Like, in your mind, you're thinking, oh, if that could happen, if A, B, and C could happen with the characters, the PCs, that would just make my evil plans so much easier and so much better. Like, I just wonder if that will happen. And then, in the character creation, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, hey, here's how the game goes, and here's some options, and like, there's like Bonsai, who's like, hey, I was thinking my character could A, and then like PB's like, ooh, I was thinking my character could B, and then like Merkel's like, ooh, I'm thinking about C, and then like Drax like, ooh, I could do D, and I was like, I couldn't laugh evilly out loud in the Session Zero because they can't know, but they're just like, oh yeah, and what if this is happening? I was like, yes, oh yes. That's oh, that's an interesting idea. Sure, you can go that if you want to. That's cool. And inside, I'm like, mwah, mwah. They've fallen into my trap. Everything is going as planned. Oh, hey, Nino. Prax has the sniper emotes. Feel sniper. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, I have to tell you, it was, look, I cannot say anything specific until the after show at the end of the thing, but like, I was like, okay, there's gonna be a Midsummer's festival. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be like rich people doing their thing in the estate, and it'll be like very kind of like, like Victorian, and then it will be, yeah, right. Like, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be like, it'll be like, like, what do you call it? I need to dump stuff is what I need to do. We need to dump all of this, coal, because I don't need it right now. And I'm gonna need to dump my sleeping bag, I think, because I don't think I need this either. I will keep the firewood. I'm gonna dump my venison, because I probably don't need it at the moment. Right? We're gonna just, I feel like, we have to dump a lot of things, and that's awkward. But Big Cole's making a comeback. Maybe. That's true, Nino. I actually think I was able to avoid that, but it was really hard. Like, I was living on the edge, like that, and it was awkward. But all I'm saying is that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this thing where it'll be like a party, and we'll start off with like cucumber sandwiches, and it'll be like very Victorian and proper, but like it'll be a little bit creepy, and things will happen, and like, okay, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, what are the, like, who are the antagonists? What are their plans? What's going on? And I was like, okay, these are the things I'm thinking. These are probably what's going on. Here's some of the mysteries. And I was like, oh, it'd be so good if, like, for like my evil plans, it would just be really convenient if one of the PCs was X. And then in the session 0, someone's like, I'm thinking about having my PC do X. And I was like, ooh, yeah. And they're like, but not only X, but X with a peppermint flavor. And I was like,
Somebody's watching me.
peppermint flavor. That's exactly what I need. By the way, Dinky, I always feel that somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Ba-da-da-ba-bow. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for that follow. That rifle's originally for hunting people. It's an yeah. People don't like living on the edge. I prefer living in the fridge. Oh, that's a great song, Live in the Fridge. I know, I'm just telling you, I probably don't need this toolbox, right? With me, I can probably dump it in this place where I'm at the moment. I can probably dump this as well. And then maybe also this meat that I don't need to take with me. Like, I don't need to take raw meat with me. Who needs that? And also this. And I feel like I have done a good job, and I'm now underweight, and so I can go traveling out in the woods. Oh, speaking of which, I just dumped it all on the ground. Is that bad? No, right? Like, it's okay that I just dumped it all on the ground. Like, nobody's gonna mind too much, right? I think, yeah. Y'all, I don't know what to tell you about the fact that, seriously, I had these, like, I cannot explain to you, like, I'm so excited about what's going to happen with Midsummer Mysteries, because,
That trapper's my key to getting out of here.
okay,
He'd better not die on me.
yeah, don't die. But seriously, I had these, like, some of the things that I was planning are kind of like detailed stuff where I was like, okay, I know exactly what's going on here, here, and here. And it's like these like little detailed things, but I was like, that's cool stuff, but it would be nice if blah, blah, but it never happened. And then the players were just like, hey, why don't we randomly, without knowing your secret evil plans, just give you everything you want? And I was like, wow, you're giving me everything I want. You are giving me everything that I want. Like, you're just handing me. So we need to go over where? Oh my gosh. Where are we? So we have to go really far away, everyone. So we have to make our way super, super far away. Is that even accurate? Well, I suppose it is. I suppose we'll just have to make our way to the train tracks and then head north. That's orienteering, everyone. That's what we're gonna do. But also, everybody who came in, welcome in, everyone. I'm Tripper SJP. I'm telling you about all the evil things that I'm planning on doing to my players, but like in a good way. It's also not my fault that they gave me everything that I wanted. It's like, okay, imagine it like this. Imagine that I'm running a long dark RPG. Let's just imagine that. And in the long dark RPG, I'm planning on having wolves that will attack the players, you know, if they, for example, have meat on them. You know, like if they have meat on them, then the wolves will attack them. And also, the wolves will attack them if they wear red. And then also the wolves will attack them if they sing a jaunty tune. And then the player's like, yeah, I think my character's going to take meat and just wear a meat dress. And they was like, yeah, but like a red meat dress. And then we should all sing jaunty tunes. And I'm like, oh, interesting. That's cool. If you want to. It was, like, look, I can't tell you now, but I will, I promise I will tell you later. The amazing, like, look, this is, Curious says, wouldn't it be great if before we went out, we did a seance and then said Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror and also stopped at every crack in the pavement on the way? Right. Yes. Murgles, the synergy was real. And Murgles, it was you. You did this one thing. Murgles, you said a thing. You said, hey, wouldn't it be interesting if blah? And then somebody else was like, yeah, that would be interesting. And I was like, because I was like, you have made everything perfect. Everything is now aligned. You've just put all of the horizon and the stars together to create, like, you're bringing forth Great Cthulhu, and I didn't even have to do it, and it was the best thing ever. I was like, I'm so excited that my players have just summoned Great Cthulhu. That's pretty awesome of them, and I could never be happier for the gifts that they have given me. Poker face. I just, it was so good. Look, and here's the thing. They did it. I mean, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool? And they were like, hey, here. And I was like, oh. Which just means there are going to be some massively cool reveals that they just set up for me. They just did it. They were just like, here. We just said Bloody Mary 3 times in a row. And I was like, oh, I love you all so much. Oh, hey. There's a dead body here? There's a dead body here, everyone. I don't know if you noticed this, but there's a dead body here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Okay, well, dead body. So, dead body, everyone. Yeah, no, but they did, okay, like, but here's the thing that was amazing. There's like obvious gifts that players will give you. You know, the obvious gift, which is like, hey, I'm a player. My character has amnesia and like wakes up with blood in their hands in the morning. And you're like, that's a gift from the player to me as a GM. But the players are just like, hey, we're vibing on this universe. This is so cool. Here's some stuff. And I was like, oh, this is all the best stuff. You are all the best. Yes. I am encumbered again, sort of, kind of, a little bit. I didn't mean to be encumbered, but I'm just gonna, look, here, see, this is what'll happen. I'm gonna drink water, and then I won't be encumbered anymore. If I drink water, then I won't be encumbered. Technically, I'm still encumbered, but, you know, I'm getting there. Oh, yeah, such good energy. The creative flow was amazing, and, Murgles, I'm going to compliment you and the whole crew. I'm going to just compliment you all for a moment. After seeing Leech, I'm not surprised at all by Murgles and PB handing the horror GM everything. Oh, yeah, but like, in the best way. So the thing is, this is the compliment I want to give them. So the thing is, they did their homework. Sometimes players don't do their homework, you know what I mean? They just like show up and they're like, what's up? And like, but they were like all of them are like, yeah, I want to play this. I want to be a changeling. I want to be a Nephilim. I want to do a beast folk. And they did their homework. They looked into it. They understood the setting. And so, yeah, you know, Trooper being just barely not encumbered is not really a solution. All right. But I'm almost not encumbered. Like what? I could eat something. Like I have food. I could eat some cattail stalks. That's basically, look, I'm getting rid of weight. See, just like that. I don't think these are delicious in any kind of a way, and I probably hate my life by eating them. Maybe they're good, but I'm eating them raw. Doesn't matter. But like it was such a joy, right? Because this is Clockwork Dominion is a game that has a mythology, right? It has a setting, and it's and like they just knew their stuff. They came in there like, this is what we're thinking about, and like they knew their stuff, and everything was so fluid. And we spent time talking about mechanics, but most of the time we just got to talk about characters and really getting to know the characters and who they are and what their relationship is to each other. And they started off being like, here's my concept, and they just like went right in with each other, and they're like, I think this is how we know each other, like, and how about this as being, and you're like, yeah. And then somebody else is like, oh, you just said this thing about your character, but what about this? And it was just this beautiful thing. I just got to sit back and watch them just really vibe, and just like, it's a kind of a vibing you can really only do when you're on it. You know what I mean? When you've done your homework and you're on it and you're thoughtful and you listen to everybody else and you're giving and you're kind. And I'm gonna tell you, it is gonna be bananas. It's gonna be bananas. I know it. Yep, it is great when your players engage with the mythology and the setting. Absolutely, right? Absolutely, because it's a lot less work for you, right? In some ways as a GM, but also that means that you can do more, right? Being giving and kind is bananas. Yes. Why am I getting sad music? Why am I getting sad music, everybody? Here I'm talking about how great my players are, and the game's giving me sad music, and I don't trust it. I feel like now it's doubling down on the sad music. Now we're getting strings, some fiddles. Do you see any dead bodies? Do we see? Chromatic music because it's a sad game. Maybe. I just feel like there are gonna be dead bodies everywhere. I don't know. Murgle says, well, the system mythology is so well picked, and we all generally into it, so it's easy to do the homework. That's true. That's true. But like you did though, you did the homework creatively, where you're like, wait, I can add on to this, and I loved what everybody did with it, you know, and it was good. I hope turn around. Every now and then I've got some amazing players who give me GM gifts. Turn around. Someone's got blood on their hand, and someone else likes to open up transdimensional rifts. Turn around, players. Every now and then, you know, I'm just saying, it's really good. Maybe I should not have done that on stream. No, I should have. It's fine. Like you cannot mind me. You cannot mind me at all. There's something. Oh my gosh. So there's a song. Murgles just made me think about it. Every now and then Tripper breaks into song. No, too many syllables. So there's a song that my sister and I would sing to each other all the time. And we sang it to each other because the rhymes were really bad. And the badness of the rhymes tickled us. And also the ways in which what is this? Branches. Fur limb. Oh, that's nice. And the ways in which the rhymes were sort of forced in an awkward way. And I was just about to say there's something wrong with me, and that is actually one of the lines of this song. And the song is, so now I thought about it, my brain went there. So I have to tell you now because I cannot be the only one who knows the song. And it's the one that goes, you know, it's like, there's something wrong. Something's wrong with you. Jealous. Something's really wrong. Something's wrong with you. Jealous. And it's jealous. Jealous. Right, but that's just like that's not the exciting part. The exciting part, also, there's like a house. So we should go there. Also, there's like an entire universe here that we should probably explore, but we're going to go to this house first. So the lyrics, and I only thought about this because of Murgles. Murgles made me think about it. So the lyrics, right, so is, who's such a baby? I like you a lot. You are so beautiful, and that is a fact, yeah. So they rhymed lot with fact, which I think is pretty amazing. Just like that's a yeah. Saberneck's like, wow, yeah, wow. Like, oh, okay, well, that was a choice. Okay. Yeah. Murgle's super painful, right? And then one is like, I see the clouds go through something through the cloudy sky. You make me happy, make me proud to be alive. Yeah. And I was like, all of these rhymes are really not good. These are bad rhymes. I mean, claiming they rhyme them is a stretch. I know, right? They put them in the place where rhymes should go. Yeah. Like alive with sky is not great, but it's better, I suppose, than fact and a lot, which is bad. Like that's not good. It is real not good. But they tried so hard. They tried. Hello, camp office. How are you? Hey, this looks well maintained, huh? More or less. That's weird. But they're gloves, so that's cool.
I could use this.
Canadian flag, that is a safe spot. Oh, hey, look. An instructional manual on ice fishing. I've found some stuff. The valves are close. I mean, yeah. Also, why did I get the weird creepy sound? I don't.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Oh, nice. Yeah. Hey, Grinning Moon, how are you? We were just talking about the song. Okay, and look, so here's the thing that I want to say about this. There are other songs where the rhymes
Come on to my
are
house.
stretched. Ooh, come on to my house, come on.
Something's gotta go.
Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Hey, Grinning Moon, welcome in. What were you playing, by the way? What were you playing before you got here? I want to know. This is exciting to me. Yay, Raiders! So look, seriously, there are songs like, okay, there's a song I really love called "Better Thing to Do" by Terry Clark. It's a country song, and she rhymes the word string with rain, but like it works because it's done in an accent where you're like, okay, I could wash my car in the rain, change my new guitar strings, and you're like, okay, write that, but like nobody pronounces fact in a way that rhymes with a lot. Like just nobody does. That is just not I do not know any accent where fact and lot have the same vowel. Not even in the poshiest British I can think of do those vowels match at all. So it's just weird, right? Like,
Come on to my
yeah.
house.
Oh, Esteni! Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything.
Name game.
Grinning Moon just subscribed, and I feel like you might know what that means. So what I'm trying to say is the name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F, or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can rhyme. This is gonna be hard. The Grinning Moon, the Grinning Moon, the Grinning Moon, boba, Grinning Moon, banana, fanner, fofa, Grinning Moon, fee, fi, moma, Grinning Moon. The Grinning Moon, But if the first two letters are ever the same, I drop them both, then say the name. Like Bob, drop the B's, Bo, or Fred, drop the F's, fo, red, or Mary, drop the M's, mo, airy. That's the only rule that is contrary. Murgles, bo, burgles, banana, fano, fo, fergles, fee, fi, mo, ergles. Murgles, The name game.
Name game.
Whee! Ooh! Denki! Denki, Denki, Bobenki, Banana, Fana, Fofanki, Fifa, Momenki! Denki! Courier 3! Courier 3, Courier 3, Boburrier 3, Banana, Fana, Fofurier 3, Fifa, Momurier 3! Courier 3! Asteni, Bobasteni, Banana, Fana, Fofasteni, Fifa, Momasteni. Asteni, the name game. Woo! Hey everybody, Anonymous, thank you for those gift subs, especially
game.
for the gift subs to Murgles, because if you gift a sub to Murgles, that starts with an M, and it gives me an excuse to sing the special extra rule exception for the name game, and that makes me happy all the time. So thank you for those subs. All of you, I'm so excited. Welcome in. I mean that mostly because the way English is taught, most Germans go hard at pronouncing it either with a British RP or a US one. Yeah. Hunter Reload. No. Hunter. Wait. Hunter. No. Hunter L. Roar. Hunter L. Roar. Dearest Lord Trooper, I wanted to very much thank you for playing Lord Cuthbert on A State of Affairs. He was quite amazing, and I loved him and Gregory together. Thank you. I hope you have an amazing day. Sincerely, Hunter. Okay, Hunter, you don't get to go anywhere yet. Hunter, you can't go anywhere yet because I have to sing you a song. So Hunter L. Roar, I love Cuthbert. Cuthbert is so dear to me. I love that that fella, right? And I love the ways in which Cuthbert, like inside Cuthbert has like a lot of like pain and insecurity, but then also is like, well, screw you. Do you know what I mean? Like there's I was like, growing up super queer in that particular environment is like not great. Better than in other environments. But like, how does Cuthbert respond to that, and how does Cuthbert sort of deal with trust, right? Trust issues and all that. And I just love the way in which his sister and his brother-in-law, right, and like the people around him made a family with him. You know what I mean? And I just love that crew. What a great crew!
Game.
And I am so excited, by the way, for having the crew. You know, some of the crew back together for some Victorian Gothic horror, which I feel like is going to be so good. It's going to be so good. Look, Hunter just made that really kind comment about good old Cuthbert. Oh, you know what? I bought something which I cannot show you right now because it's in the closet, but I'm going to show it to you. I decided at one point in time, somebody asked me if Cuthbert could make an RPG, what would his RPG be like? And I know what it would be like. And I bought this thing from the Victorian era, which is going to help me make the RPG that Cuthbert would make. I'm going to make an RPG.
Somebody's watching.
That's going to be the RPG that Cuthbert would make, and it's going to be amazing. And I got my parts and pieces. I just need to go and find time, which is not right now, but it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. You don't even know. So
somebody's watching me.
So I want to thank Hunter L. Roar for the bits. And when we get bits, I sing We're in the Money, but I sing it as Ginger Rogers sang it in the film Gold Diggers of 1933, which means I'll be singing it in Pig Latin. And so, if you don't know the song, because we've got new folks here, so some of you may not know the song already, but the song in English goes, we're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. We're in the money, the skies are sunny. Old man depression, you're through, you've done us wrong. Oh, we never read headlines about breadlines today. And when we see the landlord, we can look that guy right in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. But Ginger Rogers, when she was doing vaudeville before she went into films, one of the things that she did was she'd sing popular songs of the day in Pig Latin, and she was super good at it. She just translated all these songs into Pig Latin. And in Pig Latin, you take the first letter of a word, you put it at the end of the word, and you add A to it. So like book would be ukbe, and child would be ilche, you know. And if it begins with a vowel, you sort of just put way at the end. The point being that she did this all the time, and she was goofing around on set, and they were supposed to sing We're in the Money. She was goofing around. She started translating it to Pig Latin. The director was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Put it in the film. And so Ginger Rogers sings the song in Pig Latin in the film, and I will sing it to you because I studied her way too long. And so, Earway and hey, the anime. Earway and hey, the anime. Igwe at gale at way of way at way at way to ute at gale young way. Earway and hey, the anime. Either I skates or ani say. Old man, the action pray, ooh, yare, ooh, three, what's the young way young rail. Ewe every eat red land slay, of way at Brian slay, ute day. And when we see the end, the roll clap the eye gar in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Thank you, Hunter L. Roar. Thank you, and also thank you for giving me an excuse, to singing Pig Latin, because that is just amazing, right? All day long, I cannot handle it. She's just so cool. But I want to give some love to all of our follows. I always feel that somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? I would never spoil you all. Giggles, are you going? You've got to, right. Ein Moment. Mörgels. Ja, geh schlafen. Geh schlafen, du. Schlaf gut. Gute Nacht. Also, wir sehen uns dann Samstag für dieses Midsummer Mysteries. Und dann haben wir ein bisschen Spaß. Weiß ich nicht, was wir tun. Tu mal was. Ja, miteinander, wir müssen miteinander so irgendwie was. Irgendwie so ein Trinkgehe, aber so via Zoom. Ja, wir müssen miteinander zoomen, so einfach nur Spaß haben. So ist. Sorry, Balrog, this is true. My Bavarian did come out there a little bit. So sorry. Ja, danke. Gute Nacht, mein Freund. Ja, gute Nacht. It's true. Sometimes my Bavarian just comes out. That is a true fact. So I'm gonna do the name game because we have a name game for PB and Jay Lee and also St. Guard. The name game. Come on, everybody. I say now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F. Or an M will appear. And then I say bo at a B. Then I say the name. Then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time. And there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. This is gonna be hard. PB and J Lee. PB and J Lee. PB and J Lee. PB and J Lee. Bo, BB and J Lee. Banana, fanner, folk. PB and J Lee. Fee, fi, mo, maybe and J Lee. PB and J Lee. That wasn't that hard. St. Guard, Bo, Bank Guard, Banana, Fana, Fo, Fake Guard, Fee, Fi, Mo, Make Guard. St. Guard. Y'all, I'm on a roll. I've got it. I've got all of, you can give me syllables. I'm ready for it. I've got all of the syllables, and I feel like nobody can stop me. There's an 80s song about this, I feel like. There's some 80s song about you being a fighter or a hero or whatever. I'm just saying, that's what's happening. Plattdeutsch helped me a lot when yeah. Marcos, to be fair, I'm a Canadian, just living here for a few years. Well, I feel like... Chromatic says, it's so bad that I have 10 groups on the initiative tracker even before the 5 PCs show up. It's a 3-way fight. Ooh, Chromatic, what system are you using? Park notice. Due to unusually cold weather this year, we're shutting down Mystery Lake Provincial Park a little earlier than usual. Make sure all the campers are packed up and ready to bug out by rail truck. Anyone left behind will have to get out on foot. Not a nice prospect. As per the usual procedure, lock up all lake cabins and make sure all provisions are stored in bear-proof containers. And please, take the flag down this year. We had to replace it after last winter. The winds just tear it to shreds. After you're finished closing down the camp, make sure to check in at the Forestry Service lookout as requested. Apparently, those guys think someone's been using their lookout to store hunting gear and drying old animal skins. Man, I don't envy you that backwater posting. Ha ha ha. Great Bear has sure gone downhill since the quakes. Ha ha ha. Who is this person is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we're going to note that loot. We're going to note that loot. Agreement. I'm so glad I find it. I'm so glad you did too. I appreciate that very much, Grinning Moon. That is lovely. PB and Jaylee's awkward timing, but I have to go. Have a great stream. Of course. Go if you need to hydrate, get food, do all the things you have to do. Have a lovely time. And thank you for letting me sing your name because PB and Jaylee, I was like, ooh, can I do PB and Jaylee? What if I can't do it? And then I did. And so you gave me a moment where I was like, yeah.
Will come in handy.
My, ooh, sweet. I've got a bunch of fishing stuff, so I can go fishing now. I don't need to, I don't think, because, there's, there's lantern fuel here. There's a lot of stuff that I just want to take, but I'm already over encumbered, and my character's a whiner about encumbrance. Because he just can't, he's like, oh, I'm carrying so much stuff all the time. He's such a whiner, it's so terrible. Gute Nacht, Mergles. Gut, danke, danke. And look, Mergle's character's awesome. 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 I am so excited. I'm gonna just take this lantern fuel.
So keep the lamp burning.
That's what I'm gonna do. Coldrake wonders, does that mean the vacate cabins might have goodies left behind? I think so. I think so. Or maybe everybody died. I don't know what happened to all these people. Speaking of, yeah, I should eat some food. I just kind of basically have bad food. I have cattail stalks, which is not great. But I can because I left all of my food at the old dude's house because I thought I'm just gonna have a quick jaunt down the street and then I'll come right back. But it turns out this is a much longer walk than I thought it would be. Awkward. And I do hear the wind. We're not in trouble, right? Like, we're gonna be fine. Right? I mean, right? I'm worried. I'm worried. I may need to camp somewhere, but I hope that I don't
This'll come in handy.
need to right now. Like, I hope I can make it to the lookout. That would be great if I could do that. We are in chapter 2 is where we're at. Neo, you know what I learned that this game is episodic and not all the episodes are out yet. I figured it's been so long since I,
Might have to drop some gear.
No, Mackenzie, stop being a whiner. You're not dropping anything. You're holding everything all the time. You're going to be a hoarder whether you like it or not. Okay, I won't make you carry everything, but you're gonna carry stuff and you're gonna like it, is all I'm saying. That's what's going on. That's it. I predict they'll finish before you. Well, maybe, but I will carry it all because, like, look, it's there. Just carrying it. Carry it all. Although, you know what I haven't done? Here, see, look, I care about you all. Chat, I'm gonna check my gear and see if it needs to be repaired, which it does. Right? So, wool scarf, ragged fleece cowl. What do you think is better? A wool scarf or a fleece cowl? It's unclear to me. I'm gonna... Hunter. I just wanted to say before I forget, thanks for playing Eric on the Family of Race. I found it a few days ago. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Hunter, reload. Hunter. There are things you don't know. There are things that you don't know because you're only on episode 5. There are things that you don't know yet about that game. And Prax is here. I saw Prax, our lovely GM. I'm going to tell you that you are in for I don't have materials. Well, thanks. You are in for a treat. There's some stuff that happens. I want you to know that there's some stuff that happens that's amazing stuff, and I don't want to tell you anymore other than some stuff happens, and it's pretty amazing, and I can't wait for you to, that's, I'm really excited for what you're gonna find out, Hunter, but for those bits, I want to thank you very much, and I'm gonna sing for you We're in the Money, as sung by Ginger Rogers, from the film Gold Diggers 1933, which means, in Pig Latin, Airway and hey, the army man, Airway and hey, the army man, Evoyat Galeot, way H to Utiat Galeon way, Airway and hey, the army man, Ele I skays are army say, Oh man did yes and pray, ooh yare, ooh, pray you stand way on rail. Ewe every eat ray at Leon's lake, way at Brian's lake, ute day. And when we see the end, we'll look left the eye, get right in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Woohoo! Thank you very much. Oh, Hunter. I cannot wait for you to find out some things that happen on Witcher Family of Wraiths. Like, I'm kind of freaking out right now because you don't know the things. There are these things that you don't know, but you're gonna find out, and it might blow your mind, and then, I don't know, maybe you'll live tweet it, or put comments on YouTube or something, because I can't wait to find out what you think when you find out the things. Because there are some things that you could find out that might blow your mind, is really all, like, I'm not giving you any spoilers, but I'm gonna say, I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. Oh, that's true. I should probably see if I have to load the gun. Yeah. I'm gonna get up and stretch and exercise, so this is a perfect time to get some, oh, thank you, Krellin, I will do that. Yes, wet felt is nasty. That's true. That's true, Coldrake. Yeah. I've got a ragged fleece cowl, a new wool scarf. Yeah. I'm just gonna... Oh, wait, Avobray! Yes, so I think... Hello, what's going on? Oh my gosh, it's got dark. Everybody, it got real dark. It's dark. So this is awkward because, let's, turn on our lantern because it is dark now. And I should probably not go out walking after midnight out in the moonlight, just hoping someone would be somewhere walking after midnight looking for me, because in romantic comedies, you can go out walking after midnight and find your true love. Oh, Lake Cabin number 3. But in many other movies, you go out walking after midnight and
Hope I can still eat this.
you get eaten by bears. I'm gonna take this. I know I'm not supposed to, but I'm gonna take it anyway. I just want... I have a lantern and fuel. So, y'all, I don't know what else to tell you besides the fact that Witcher, Family of Wraiths, good stuff, people. I left a lot of my stuff back at that old dude's place. And I'm concerned about that now. I'm concerned that I made the wrong choice, that I should have carried everything with me at all times. Everything, and never left anything anywhere like a big, huge, massive hoarder. But I suppose, you know, you make choices, I guess. Hey, what is this? Salty crackers.
Is it food or?
Yes, Balrog. What did you want to tell me? Did you want to... Oh! Wrong button, everybody. Wrong button. That's right, the trapper has long-term beef with that one bear. It's true, right? Okay, I know you're giving me the stare. I know. It's the stare's like, you don't really need to hoard everything. And like, maybe I don't need to hoard everything, but I could hoard some things. We're gonna see if there's a place to sleep in here so that we don't have to sleep, you know, so that we can, you know, get a little bit of rest. Yeah, look, there's sleeping places in here. This is great. We are not gonna hang out. Like, look, this is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine. I'm pretty confident about it. I mean, who really knows? Who can really say? Oh, Eric, Family of Wraiths, man. That was some good times. That was some good times. Oh my goodness. Oh. I don't think Prax is here right now because Prax would have feelings. Prax would have feelings right now.
What have we here?
We have some ragged thermal underwear. I think I'm not quite ready for the... Oh, incline push-ups. Yeah. You know, have you done wall push-ups? That's pretty good too, actually. Wall push-ups. Wait, I don't have a hunting knife, everybody. I'm sad. Oh, hey, Prax. Oh, incline the other way.
I think I can use this.
Hardcore. Light the stove. Okay, I will take all of these books and I will break down some crates so that I can maybe have fuel and whatnot for this fire, because who doesn't want to be slightly over encumbered? I know I do. I like it. It makes me happy. Hey, I'm gonna just drink this tea while I'm here. You did 20 reps, but didn't really deep. Hey, but you know what though? Hey, improved rest. I'm gonna rest. Happiness is but a few pounds away. Happiness is a warm gun. Happiness. Mystery Lake and area. The Mystery Lake region is an alpine valley, average altitude of 1,200 meters above sea level, named for the large lake that dominates its southeastern quadrant. The region is fringed by mountains on the west and south, and the foothills of the inner island range to the north and east. Wait a minute, Murgles is not here, but this is set in Canada. I wonder if she has thoughts about this. The region is bisected by a section. Do we have any other Canadians? Do we have Canadians in chat right now? Because if we do, I want to know what your thoughts are on A Long Dark. Like, do you have, like, Canadian-specific thoughts about A Long Dark? If I have no Canadians, I'm just going to have to be sad about it. The region is bisected by a section of the north-south line of the Trans-Island Railway. The region's main characteristics are its heavily forested and hilly terrain, as well as abundance of wildlife, all of which want to kill me. The region's high altitude leads to low average temperatures for hypothermia, as well as some of the coldest nighttime temperatures on Great Bear Island. Heavy snowfalls are common, as are people dying in the snow like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining. The Mystery Lake area is a popular summertime destination with campers and hikers, many of whom get lost and are eaten by bears, but the area largely shuts down during the winter months due to its inaccessibility. That means there are no major roads connecting the area to the more populated regions in the adjoining valleys lower on the mountain chain, so the area is primarily accessed by dedicated hikers willing to make the long trek that winds along the medium to advanced level trails from the nearest town of Rupert's Landing, unless they die. The region's harsh inaccessibility has been both a blessing and a curse over the years. Until the railway line was blasted through in the 1930s, there was largely pristine and untouched wilderness, but the lack of amenities or a standing population made it difficult for any real permanent infrastructure to take root. A project to link the Mystery Lake area with the secondary highway network crisscrossing between the various mountain valleys was abandoned due to the geological instability of the steep mountains and cliffs. The highway caused landslides that were a continuous threat to the project's viability, and the highway project was abandoned after only a few kilometers of railroadway had been cleared, and many people died. In the 1960s, ambitious industrialist Richard Carter selected the Mystery Lake area for a new hydroelectric project meant to provide power to a large mining operation in the next valley. The lake's continuous replenishment by a vibrant aquifer network, as well as mountain streams that channeled annual spring runoff, made Mystery Lake a natural reservoir with untapped hydroelectric potential. Yet, other than a small test dam constructed in 1962, the project was abandoned, like all hope, when the region's inaccessibility and seismic instability made it cost prohibitive. To this day, apart from the railway line that passes through, the only connection between Mystery Lake region and the adjoining valleys are the hiking trails that pass through the mountains. These trails often become impassable during the winter months due to cold temperatures and heavy snowfall. Also, due to the region's generally uninhabited nature, wildlife have not become habituated to the presence of humans, which can make them threatening. Hikers and campers are warned to avoid the area during winter months, as well as to store all food and waste in bear-safe containers. This is not comforting. Not comforting. Weight loss isn't really the goal. I'm already 80 pounds down from my heaviest. Oh, that's cool. I exercise in an attempt to make my body stop hurting. No, that I need to do like leg stretches. What I need to do. The pounds getting Trooper's character over encumbered. I have a friend in Yellowknife. I'll have to ask him. Oh yeah. You should ask him because I'm really interested. Weight loss isn't really for. No, I have like my goal is the opposite of weight loss. It is weight hoarding, is what it is. Hey, look, it's a cloth. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna just rip it to pieces. Northwest Territory, maybe. Northern Manitoba. Oh. So you're walking around looking like a food-filled dumpster. Okay, look, there is a piece of performance art that makes me think of my character every single time. Like, whenever I think of my character...
Use this.
Whenever I think of my character, I think about this one piece of performance art. Start a fire with wood matches. This all looks great. And it's like, it's in black and white. And the soundtrack is like a Dance Macabre by Saint-Saëns. And it's this woman who's like a worker, like an office worker. And she's like, it's very 1950s.
Turned out pretty well.
I know, but we need to add fuel. And let's do that. And also let's do that. And I have no more fuel. And I am going to turn out the light. No. No. Cancel. I just want to extinguish this light. That's all. Oh, hey, there's a dream catcher. I am almost out of fuel, people. That's not fun at all. Let's go to sleep for like 8 hours. Do I have encumbrance issues when I play D&D? I did, and then I used them. Like I put the fuel in the thing. Yeah. Without a lock, this doesn't sound bear-proof. I know, right? And it's still dark out. I'm going to go to bed for like 2 more hours, maybe. In 2011, according to Statistics Canada census data, Mystery Lake had a population of 10 living in 3 dwellings, up from 0 in 2006. Ouch. So, check it out. I'm going to drink all of the water. It's gonna be great. Then I'll be super unencumbered. Theoretically. I would like to put this lantern away, but it's fine. We're also going to eat some food because we have some saltine crackers. Right? So, like, that's awesome. And also we have some stale beef jerky, which who doesn't like that? I mean, I feel like that's what everybody's looking for in their life, is stale beef jerky. And I'm unencumbered. It's not true. It's a lie. You know, I'm pretty sure that I ever felt like my burden was lighter when I drank water while hiking. Well, but the thing is, I'm just carrying a lot of water, and I thought that if I got rid of it, then I would have, look, I'm only 2.5 pounds over. The burden was just shifted. I know, it's true. Yeah, but as Balrog notes, it will eventually be relieved. So, you know what I can do while I'm here? I'm going to break down that stuff that I just picked up, because I feel like if I do that, I will have cloth, but not, you know, I'm basically, like, I'm trying real hard. What is this? This is, oh, hey, this looks like it's better than my pants. So let's wear these new cargo pants. And now I have 2 pair of cargo pants, and I think that's good. I think that's good, right? It's good. How you carry weight can be as important. Oh, that's true though. It's like, it's like when you get a rucksack, having a really good rucksack makes a big difference, right? Right, like if you get a rucksack that's really fit to you, ragged thermal underwear, new thermal underwear. I don't need that, so let's harvest it. It can, like, I find that it makes a big difference. And I've got some socks, sport socks, meh, wool socks, sport socks. We're just gonna harvest them. Oh, the question was, do I have an encumbrance problem with D&D? So that's a very good question. Decent trail boots versus mountaineering boots. It really looks like my... Yeah, we're gonna harvest this. That's what we're gonna do. I'm spending a lot of time on this, but it's fine. I think it's fine. Yeah. I have never played Death Stranding. Is it good? Is it good? Also, I'm really close to not being encumbered. I hope that you're proud of me, because I'm going to have a soda, and I'm proud of myself. It's a horror game, Death Stranding. I really want to carry everything with me. Ooh, nice. I don't think I've played a horror game on this channel recently, ever. Oh, it does? Ooh. It says I've got bullets, so I think I should probably be fine. I think so. I know we need to go off somewhere, but let's wander around the lake. I feel like, even though that's wasting time and it's not what our mission is, I feel like we're here. Doki Doki lit. Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, Doki Doki was horror, and that is true. We did it. We're gonna find the lookout. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But you know what? One of my favorite horror games is Silent Hill 2. Love that one. I was playing Silent Hill 4, but then it was too scary. Because in Silent Hill 4, you play a guy that is all alone in his apartment and cannot leave the apartment. You're trapped in your apartment. And I was playing it all alone in my apartment. And it just felt a little... It's a little creepy. I hope I'm not going to fall through this ice and die, right? Okay, so Rissa just thought what I was thinking is like, is walking across frozen ice while super encumbered risky? Maybe. Maybe. There's a very deep story to it, some brilliant character, the visuals are stunning. Ooh. Ooh. What is time? There's a song about that one too. So I wanted to tell you a thing. I lost my thoughts on it. Ooh, hey, look. Oh, hey, this is for ice fishing. And themes of it, forming connections, bridging gaps in society, what it means to have friends you can't even visit. Oh, came at the right time. Ooh, that seems really interesting. Look, we're gonna just... I could get a fish, but I don't know if I want to start searching right now, because I feel like I should just, like, try to... Hey, sweet. I feel like I'm going to go and...
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Or you can stop complaining about how much I have you carry. If you hear Pops, run for the coast. Thank you, your turn, my turn. I will do. And slip slide. Okay, so... Hey, Ice Bunny. Explores the interplay relationships between life and death. Ooh. Just broke my illusion of Trooper. Here I thought the only thing that scared Trooper was Rissa. No. I think... Okay, look. I have to tell you. This is important. So... I just lost my train of thought. Wait. Rabbits? No, I'm not scared. I'm inspired. Hey, look. There's fire material. I'm not going to pick it up, though.
Could end up being useful.
I really should not be carrying...
Come on to my house.
Come on. Oh, Come on in my house, come on. Come on in my house, come on. Come on in my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on in my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Bonsai! Bonsai, I was just talking about the game we're gonna be in together on Saturday and how
Somebody's watching me.
great the session 0 was, and also I always feel that somebody's watching me and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Bonsai, candy, Ms. Gamer. Look, I'm just saying, I will give you candy. It's totally fine. Not even at all scary. Welcome in. So yes, I played the trailer for it. That was very exciting. I'm super hyped. And there's a thing I can't tell you, Bonsai, but I just realized something amazing. Something amazing. Bonsai. I have to tell you something, but I can't tell you. But I'm going to allude to it in a vague and mysterious way. So, Bonsai, you know how you're going to miss session 2 because you're not going to be here because you've got a thing that you got to go to, so you're not going to be here, and I'm super sad about it, right? So, you're not going to be here, right? And we have a guest coming in for, you know, when you're gone. And I was like, and I said to the guest, I was like, hey, guest, would you come on for episode 2 because Bonsai can't be here? And guest was like, absolutely, I'm super hyped. And I was like, great. And I was like, you know what? I don't know which character you'd play or anything just yet. I don't know yet. I have to like basically go through character creation and probably have to see how the first session goes on Saturday just to get a sense of like, what's up. And guest was like, oh yeah, and I'll watch that first episode so I can get a sense too. And I was like, cool. And then right now at this moment, I know exactly who guest is going to play. When you're gone and not present, I know exactly who the guest is going to play. You won't be there, and then the guest will be there. Right? Bonsai, I feel like you know what I'm getting at. I just feel like I'm gonna have to DM you with an idea that I have. And it's super mysterious. I'm just saying that, oh, I just had this idea, and the idea is, I don't get to share. I'm so sad. But Bonsai, I'm going to DM you, and I feel like you're going to be excited about it because it is cheeky. It's good. I think it'll be really good. I think it'll be good, and I'm very excited for what that's not what I want. What will be? I think it'll be really good, and yeah. Because, you know, sometimes I'm like, oh, right. That's it. That's how it's going to happen. And it's, Look, there's really nothing I can do when my players give me all the best things to play with. You know, when the players are like, here is like all the presents. Here are all the creepy things. These are all like, yeah, I just, metal lamp. Oh, now I know he has someone. My granny Bonsai. Oh, Mitchell. Fun fact. Was it Toy Boat Sailor who told me this? I don't know if that's true. Thank you. Was it Toy? I don't know if it was Toy Boat Sailor who told me this or if it wasn't. But if it's Toy Boat Sailor, then it's Toy Boat Sailor. If it wasn't Toy Boat Sailor, it was somebody else who told me. But there's somebody that I know who knows someone who is the costumer or was the costumer for All My Children.
Wonder if
And
this is any good to eat.
I don't know. I'm very excited to find out, but I don't need to eat right now. I'm doing well. Anyway, so the costumer knew the costumer for All My Children. And this is how soap operas work. I learned something really interesting. So most soap operas, not All My Children, but most soap operas film an episode and a quarter every day. So like, no, it wasn't you then. Dang it. It was somebody I knew in LA. So that most soap operas will film an episode and a quarter. Like that's their goal, to film like an episode and a quarter every single day, well, you know, Monday through Friday, so that basically they get like a couple extra episodes. So, right, they do an episode and a quarter a day so that they can have time off. I don't need this right now, because you know soap operas never end. Do you know what I mean? Like they're always going. So what most of the soaps would do, I'll just take all that, thank you. What most of the soaps would do is try to get a little bit extra so they can have like a couple weeks off a year. But not All My Children. All My Children would never, they would just do one episode a day, so they never had time off. So here's a bit of trivia you might find really interesting. So if now some actors are not playing big roles,
Still eat this.
right? Well, here's the thing. A lot of those soap operas have all been canceled. There are very few daytime soaps left. I think Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful are still going. A lot of them have been canceled. All My Children's been canceled. Guiding Light's been canceled and replaced with like reality talk shows. It's kind of messed up. Yes, yeah. Susan Lucci should have gotten that maybe 20 years sooner. So I think they did this thing with like I think they did some kind of funny thing with filming. Right. So here's the thing. If you're a smaller character on All My Children, it's not maybe the worst for you because, you know, your character is not necessarily in every single episode. But if you're Susan Lucci, you're in every single episode. Like the major characters, their actors are on every single episode. So if you want to take vacation and you're one of those actors, right? One of the actors who are really important, your character gets put in a coma, right? So your character gets put in a coma or is maybe kidnapped, right? And that happens so that the actors can go on vacation. That's what I learned. Because, right, daily soaps every day. And so apparently what I thought was just like they liked having coma storylines. Apparently it was so that actors could go on vacation. And that was what I learned. Right? Hello, The Wandering Inn. You're like, I think it should all be a dream. Yes. That was a big deal when it happened because they retconned an entire season is what happened, right? Because like Sheepy's gonna be my GM for Total War. Only War, which we're playing this Sunday. It's like Sunday, yes. So I want to let you know, Sheepy, I'm telling you, I did not tell them which regiment we were in because I thought that would be classified information. So I want you to know that I teased the show hardcore in our amazing session 0, but I did not tell them which regiment, but they all want to know, but I didn't tell them. I was really good about it.
Cooking with gas.
I did say I did imply that we were not the 21st, you know, by saying that if we were the 21st, I feel like I could tell you, but we're not. And so I'm not going to tell you. I mean, like we could be the 21st, but I'm not saying, I'm just saying that our regiment is awesome. We're the best. We're the coolest regiment. It's going to be the most amazing thing ever. Everyone's going to be jealous that we got to be this regiment and they didn't get to be this regiment. Because it's going to be the best. It's going to be the most exciting. You have to be there, everybody, to see it. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. This is what it's gonna be really, really cool. It's gonna be really cool. I'm super excited. We all chatted about it. We all decided this is the regiment we want to be, and I'm really excited about the regiment we chose. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really, really cool, and I am excited for what we get up to. And I'm so good. It's so good. I'm so excited for what we're gonna do. You're gonna have to see it. You're gonna have to see it. I'm gonna be there. That's what I'm saying. So I have a question. All these regiments are all canon regiments, right? So this is a question I have. So this is using Warhammer 40K Only War, the RPG. I'm hoping for something even more epic than the weird boy blowing up his entire squad. I some of you know this, but do you want to know what I want to do? Some of you know this. I would really like to do a one-shot RPG on Veterans Day or around Veterans Day with all veteran players. That's what I want to do. I think that would be really fun. They're not lore canon made for the show. Oh, cool. Cool. I thought so. Yeah, so I want to do a on Veterans Day, so like around Veterans Day, I want to do a one-shot that is all veterans. I think that would be super cool. We could do it for charity. And here's the thing. Guess what? Cleric of Cord, she is Navy. Like we've got like a bunch of people, like there are all sorts of people who are vets, and I just think it'd be kind of neat. And like maybe we could do like a did I bring I was like maybe Band of Blades could be cool as a one shot. I don't know if that's one shotable. Anyway, my point is we can do something very cool. I don't know what though. Bond's like, oh, do you need a vet? Not a veterinarian. I mean, I realize that I'm like I've got animal magnetism, but I don't need a veterinarian. You know. Bond's like, yeah, vets are good. Like, so I'm trying to gather my vets, as it were. So Bonsai, if you know, you should tell me. I made the Evergreen Legion and the Cavalcadre, and the commanders made their own. Oh, so they're all self-made factions. That's really cool. Ah. You probably should go to sleep soon, Balrog. That's true. Oh, really? Oh, well, Bonsai. Wait, I could get maybe Mr. Bonsai to be on one of my shows? Really? Ooh. Well, that is fascinating. Ooh. Nice. Oh. Okay, I'm excited about this. Balrog, shout out the charity event this weekend. Please do. Shout it out. Mr. Bonsai is a vet. I'm very excited about this. Wandering says, yeah, making regiments is a part of the Only War. If you like, you could. Oh, sure. That would be really cool. I would love to see that. I really like. I'm really interested in RPGs that have sort of like meta construction things. Like, I really enjoyed the house building mechanic from Song of Ice and Fire. GURPS just came out with a system for houses and realms, and I got it, but I haven't read it yet. But I'm excited. Also, Balrog, shout out the charity stream, please do. Simple note. This small note looks to have been left for someone in particular, hard to imagine as the area is quite sparse. A. I'm heading to the clear cut. Put some supplies aside for us, away from prying eyes. If you need something, look for the old stump between two log piles, K. Well, that seems suspicious, doesn't it? We're gonna take it. I like the regiment from the Death World. That's always high. Oh. Finding Alice is a cool RPG that only is played by text. I heard about that one, Finding Alice, and I want to play it. Finding Alice, Annabelle is missing.
Is it food or?
But I think Annabelle is Missing is a video game? These are things I've been hearing people talk about, and I was like, oh, I should check that out. We're raising money for Mind, a UK-based mental health treatment. Oh, that sounds great. Oh, yeah. So, with Trooper's permission, let me then say, this coming Saturday and Sunday, there's going to be a 12-hour marathon of streamed TTRPG games each day from noon to midnight European time, GMT +2. Nice. Yes, please find a link. I want to see it. Yes, please. Yes, and Sheepy, absolutely, absolutely. You and I will make a regiment together. Show me after the game. I was like, but we're Sundays, right? Yeah, we're Sundays. Our game's on Sunday, so I am golden for that. I'm golden. Alice is missing. Alice is missing. Yes, yes, I plan on hosting CR Critical Role tonight. So if you want to watch Critical Role, but not in a chat with like 60,000 people, 50 to 60,000 people, then you can hang out in my chat. But also next week I cannot host Critical Role because I'm going to be at a okay, I'm going to need a key. I'm going to be at a film festival, not in person, but virtually because I'm on a panel. I'm giving a Q&A for a documentary that I'm in. Ooh, roll for good. Yes. The games include Beam Saber, Alien, RPG City of Mist. I'll be running a meat grinder session to close it all off where you can donate to have me kill off the players. Wait, Balrog. I hope you mean kill off the PCs and not the players because, I'm just saying. That would be awkward. That's all I'm saying. Yes. Look, y'all, I have missed you all. It seems like I'm over-invested in this because I'm one of the... Oh, I imagine that's a lot of work. That's a lot of casting. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of work. So kudos. I can't legally answer that. Fair. I will just say, if you're just like, hey, everybody, you've all been given some bitter almond tea that you should drink before the game. Don't drink it. All right. Hey, I've kept secrets. You don't know what regiment we're in, for example. Also, you don't know things that I can't tell you. Nutmeg, don't worry about it. See, it's just nutmeg. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Like, it's fine. Only about 1 tablespoon worth. Ooh, cool, Mr. Bonsai. That's so exciting. Because Bonsai, I adore you, which means I'm going to adore Mr. Bonsai. And now I want to talk to Mr. Bonsai. Also, I'm just kind of wandering around. Oh, hey, we just need to go north. We could follow the lake, maybe. We want to hit this lookout tower, I think. So we probably need to start heading back. Yeah, it's true. I'm only bad at keeping secrets that don't matter. It's true. That is fair. Anyway, yes, please support this event. We want to do some good, and it's an all-volunteer community thing that we just pulled together in the last 2 months. That's amazing. We'll probably do it again sometime as soon as we recover from the stress of doing it the first time. Yeah, and for me, it's all about, like, trying to find a charity that works through Tiltify so that somebody's not collecting it themselves and then giving it off, and because that messes you up with taxes. So, something that's, like, a good one. Yeah. I feel like I'm in a good spot right now. Like, I don't feel like I even know where I am. Oh. Sheepy told me something that might happen. And if it did, it'd be goofy fun, but I have to practice. There may be interpretive dance. Not interpretive dance. I'm just saying that because I think it's hilarious. But, you never know. Could be some interpretive dance. The fact that we got support of Free League and Roll20 and Tailspire, and maybe they're good people caught us off guard, which is why we have such a ridiculous number of groups. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, maybe? Well, that's a good question. Although, I don't think we have a lot of orcs, right? Where we're at? But there could be interpretive dance. I'm just saying. I was talking with someone earlier today about how impressed I am by dancers. We're gonna ASAP. Thank you, Sheepy. I appreciate it because could be a little shenanigans. There should be okay. See, I feel like we're not fighting orcs. I feel like we're fighting rebels. And rebels aren't orcs, right? Right? No, I think we're fighting humans. We're fighting humans. Yes? Yeah, I think good night, Balrog. Yeah, I think we're fighting rebels. They chose heresy, and I feel like that's just not going to work out for them. I feel like they might have to die. Yeah, so people who have rejected the wisdom of the Emperor? Isn't the Emperor, like, super old, though? Right? Yes? Like, isn't the Emperor kind of like a god emperor? Like a religious god emperor thing? Being? I'm heading out towards the... There's like a cache of goods around here somewhere, but I'm not really interested in that right now. I'm trying to find I'm heading out so I can head towards the lookout. You know, we're trying to be, like, there's a lot more to explore in this area clearly, but I kind of want to get to where we're going so we can come back and then explore more relaxedly. Assuming, of course, there's not some kind of murder when we get there. He's a 20,000-year-old corpse on a techno-magical iron lung. The Emperor's a little bit dead, but also still alive, and a golden throne that keeps him alive and also dead, and yeah, he's a god. Welcome to 40k. And he's fueled by the souls of psychers. So, playing Warhammer Conquest, I know that you have the... What are they called? Hello. The Space Elves? What are they called? The Space Elves? Oh, dang it. I can see their cards. Eldar, thank you. So you have the Eldar, who are the Space Elves, and then you have the Dark Eldar, who are the fetish evil Space Elves. Right? The Dark Eldar. And they're the ones who, like, wear a lot of leather. Right? There's, like, a lot of leather with the Dark Eldar. Is my understanding of how it goes. I'm not going to pick up all this stuff because I feel like... Vulcans? I just feel like they're like BDSM, leather and spikes. Like, they're BDSM elves, is what I think. It's my understanding of the Dark Eldar. And then, because if I remember correctly, there are like 8 factions that you could play in the card game. The Eldar and the Dark Eldar. You had the Orcs. You had the Imperial Marines. There was another human faction though. There was another human faction that were not the. It was like the Imperial Marines and then like the army or something. There were like 2 different like military human ones. Ones were like more grunt-like, and ones were like, I don't know, like space gods, like big. And then the Necrons. The Durkhari still follow the ways of the old Eldar, who not coincidentally had an orgy so large it tore a whole reality and birthed a new Chaos God. Thank you, Krone. Space Marines and Imperial Guard. The Dark Eldar torture other sentient races to keep their own souls being sucked. Hi! Wow. Wow, I was not expecting that. That was nice. Sucked out by Dark God Slanesh. Okay, hold on. We've got trouble. No. Okay. No. What did you, okay. Hey, everybody, there's a wolf. Look at me, and I'm gonna not look at it. If I don't look at it, it won't see me, and then everything will be fine. Because if I don't look at it, it can't see me. I do have a gun, but I feel like I should probably save the gun for bears. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like... Oh, hey. There's a dead body here. Do you think it's following me still, or do you think it's... Leave me alone? I just want to find out what's going on with this dead person. Hello, dead person. Empty. Backpack. We're gonna move real quick. We're gonna take it.
I wonder if this is any good to eat.
Great. Okay, nope, still following me, everybody. Still following me. We're gonna just keep going. We're just moving forward. Because if I keep moving and I don't look at the wolf won't look at me, the wolf will get tired and run away. Eldar, Dark Eldar, Marines, Imperial Guard, Orcs, Chaos, Necrons, and Tau. Yes, that's it. That's it, thank you. By the way, I really enjoyed playing the Tau. They were fun. I would like it to stop following me. This wolf, that would be great. That would be real awesome, everybody. You know, I'm a little concerned about this. Like, what if I run into a dead end? No, Tyranids. Yes, Tyranids are in it. That's it. It's the Tyranids are in it. Yes. Oh gosh, everyone. Do you think it's gonna get tired? Like, or do you think I'm gonna run into a dead end? The Tau are the good guys until the fans complained about there being no good guys allowed, so they were turned into a slave cult. Oh, that's weird. Huh. They used to just be space commies. Huh. I'm a little concerned about the fact that I can still hear this wolf. I'm gonna drink all this water because I'm a little stressed. Can wolves climb? Should I climb? How about if I climb? Maybe that's a good idea. That may be a terrible idea. But if I climb, maybe I can avoid the wolf. I'm just a little encumbered, but like not a lot encumbered. I just got like a little encumbrance, like. Okay, all right. So do we think this did it and I'm going to be safe from the wolf? I also hope so, because that's a dead end. Okay, look. Okay, the wolf's running away. Okay. I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna just say I have not saved in a while, like in a long while. And actually, I don't think I saved it all today. So I wonder how much faster your playthrough would go if you weren't over encumbered. What? It doesn't sound like running away, does it? Well, awkward. So, you know, where am I in the world right now? So I'm here. Okay. This is where I want to eventually go. There's a lookout over there. Oh, no. Balrog. I got Parigondo. I got it. I bought it. I bought it. He does have us treed a little bit, but maybe he'll leave me alone now. Do you hear it?
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Sealed library. I've not played it. Yeah, okay, I know about the, like, yeah, I get the whole, like, looking for shelter. I'm kind of worried about this wolf situation right now. Yeah, no, I It sounds hurt? What's going on? Oh, hey. What's up? Hey, wolf. Where how you doing? All right. Well, cool. I don't know what it was running from, but I'm sure whatever it was is fine, right? Like, I'm sure. Also, I'm going to try to jump off of this ledge while encumbered, which I feel like is a pretty good idea. So there's 9 factions. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, hey, Babaginator. I'm going to... okay, I didn't break anything. So, great. Also, it's getting dark, so I might die soon, so that's cool. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So, wolf left us. I think this is the direction we got to go, and we'll just... Look, we're exploring. We're trying to not die. You know how that is. The thing is, I think we're going to be closer to that hospital or the dam than we will the lookout, because we're really far east at the moment, and I think we'll... If we keep following this... since we left the train tracks and started following this river, I think it'll be I think we're more likely to hit the, it's getting really dark. We're more likely to hit, see, here we are here. The lookout is all the way over here, across a bunch of, ooh, what is that? Ooh. Mystery Lake, yeah. So the lookout is all over there, but the place we're supposed to end up in the end is right here. So I think that we can probably hit the dam easier than the lookout. If we can hit the dam, if we can hit the dam before we end the stream tonight, we might be able to like hole up there and rest. Yes. I'm gonna try to sleep again. Oh, okay, wait. I'm gonna say nothing interesting while you're gone, Balrog. Nothing interesting at all. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. It'll all be quiet. Nothing interesting will happen. Do you think we can kill deer in this game? Do you know? I wonder if we can kill deer and then eat them, like in a delicious way. I just don't want there to be any wolves, because those wolves are up in my face. That's all I'm saying. They're all up in my face. Yes. Oh, but it's not likely, right? Like, it's not really a thing, right? Is what I'm assuming. Wait, there's the bridge. Oh, wait. Do you think it's possible that I will kill and eat a deer in this game? No. Yeah, so I'm much closer than I thought. That's fair. Also, there's clearly something up. I'm going to point and you can't see where I'm pointing. There's clearly something up to the right, which is interesting. So we'll see what we get. And I finally got a rabbit. Yeah, maybe I could shoot it with the rifle, and that might not be. But at the moment, I have some food at the moment, so I'm gonna, relax. That is fire. What? Who? What? Wait. No, that's not fire. No. I feel like it's, I don't know what that is, actually. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what that is. Is that even a waterfall? Also, maybe what I just need to... Clearly, I cannot access what I need to access from here, so I maybe should stop it hanging out here and just go around like a smart person. It is the fiery pits of hell. Oh, yeah. Looks like the fiery pits of hell. That's cool. Cool. I'm going to leave the fiery pits of hell because it's probably bad. And I'm going to have to walk around the side, clearly. It's a hot tub. Yeah, I'm a... Right, this is the dam we need. This is where we need to go. But I saw a way up and around this way. So I think I can just... It's getting dark. Yeah, I think I can just... What's really bad is I'm making hand gestures as if you can see what I'm doing. And it doesn't even make any sense. But forward and then, like, swoop around to the left. It's a dam. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. A hydroelectric dam. I do have light sources, but I'm just gonna get in this dam. That's what I'm gonna do. The sound design in this game is really, really good. This is what I'm trying to tell you all. It's really good. And it also kind of freaks me out. Speaking of walking simulators, somebody mentioned walking simulator earlier, and I just think it's really interesting the ways in which every single walking simulator I have played has stressed me out. Like, they have built tension like, whoa. Do you know what I mean? Like, they do such a good job of making you feel really, really nervous. Maybe I can stay here. Maybe I can stay here. Right? Because that might be a... Half-Arsed Hermit! How are you? Half-Arsed, I hope you're doing well, because I was saying something great about you. Dear Esther never stressed me out, but that might have been because you walk so damn... Oh, maybe. maybe. Yeah. Oh, look, I can sleep here. This is great. I can sleep here. This will be fine. I'll have dog food.
Food or
There's a key. This is great. What is this? To Briarhouse Winter Teams, read Carter Dam Reminder. We know some of you like to hang out in the dam during your breaks and off hours, but the whole facility is still a no-go. The place is falling apart and unsafe to enter, especially the lower dam. If you need another reason, our insurance won't kick in if you hurt yourself in there. You'll be on your own. Crew 17 Foreman. So, what we learned is that this place is dangerous, and I probably shouldn't go there, but I'm gonna go there because it's my, It is. Why was I talking about you earlier? I was talking about you earlier. Actually, half-arsed. To be honest, I feel like I've talked about you at least twice in the last 2 days. One time, I was talking about...
wonder if this is any good to eat.
Gone Home stressed me out a bunch. Me too. First because I thought there was going to be a ghost. Then because there was going to be... Oh, me too. Same. I will tell you, I was just like... I was a weeping mess by the end of... got a lot of bullets. I probably don't need all this scrap metal. I'm gonna put the scrap metal away. Because it's probably really heavy and I probably don't need it.
What have we here?
But, just so you know. So the first time I talked about you, I'm really certain that the first time I talked about you was not today. It was in the last couple of days, the last 2 or 3 days, when I was talking about
Somebody's watching me.
I always feel that somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Babaginator, thank you so much for the follow. That is much appreciated. Thank you. You are now a Battle Buddy, member of the Foxhole. I did not take Half-Arsed Hermit's name in vain at all. So it was... What it was I was talking to someone about how I want to do a German game of Stille Nacht with you in it.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Who was I talking to? Maybe I was talking to Petra? I'm like massively over encumbered, so I can't take everything, unfortunately. But I might be able, and I have to actually, I've got like a bunch of scrap metal that is probably super, super heavy that I probably should not carry because I can't do anything with it yet. So yeah, although it's not that heavy, it's only 0.4K and I'm only 9 pounds over. Like, it's fine, right? It's fine. It's fine. I can be like almost 10 pounds encumbered. Like, nothing bad will happen if I do that. Right? I'm gonna go to bed for 8 hours. 9 hours. It's almost dinner time and I'm not letting Monkey have any kibble, so he's being a brat. You need to make sure you're not doing anything interesting at dinner time. Well, no, I'll try not to. You say that until you have to run from a... Yeah, I'm gonna just... I'm going to right now eat food, have a soda. Yeah, I'm actually starting a full-time job for the National Trust of Scotland next week. Congratulations! I didn't know you got a new job. Congratulations. I know it was a bit stressful, so I'm super happy to hear that. So I'm going to have to cut back on online TTRPG time a bit and return to my own time zone. But the German game will happen if it's the last thing I do. Thank you. Because, like, we'll do a one-shot. We'll do a one-shot because I've not dealt with the bear at all. So, I'm a little like... let's have some dog food. Who doesn't? Leave stuff behind. No, see, look, I'm eating dog food. And then I'll leave this recycled can behind. See, like, I'm doing a good job of, all the stuff, right? This is, see, look, boom. Isn't that great? Just, I mean, I'm doing a real good job of, what I need is, you know what? I'm gonna just light a match. Here we go. Here we go. Where are we? How do we get out of here? There really no, like, there are not all the windows in here, so I figured just head out. I'm really looking forward to it, too. And, yeah, and you should tell us more about the job. Like, okay. Oh, we should save, right? Because we're getting to be that time. And we have done so much, everybody. We haven't gone to the lookout, but why is it snowing? But, okay, there's a fence that we are not...
Carter Dam.
Yeah,
This place has seen better days.
fair. But it's good, right? It's good. It's good. Maybe it's in Canada. Why is it always Canada? Is it gonna be dark in here too? I bet it will. Oh. Trailer. People, I'm running out of fuel. I'm running out of lighter fuel, lantern fuel. That makes me a little nervous. And I don't like it. But it is what it is. It is what it is, right? I mean, it's our life. Ooh, this place looks less good than other places.
I think I can use this.
We're gonna take everything that there is to take. I have a sniper date in like 2 minutes, but it's gonna be in Gladstone's Land on the Royal Mile, which used to be a bit stuffy, but they're revamping it all. They're making everything more tactile and interactive, plus daily guided tours. Oh, cool. Oh, neat. So you're gonna be basically teaching history, right? Like, and that's... This looks very abandoned. And I'm not going to take that because I'm trying to be good and not take everything, even though I want to. I bonded with the in-house historian over a book.
This will come in handy.
Oh, on 18th century prostitutes. Ooh. Half-arsed. I've been in so much research on prostitution in Paris in the interwar years, which is very interesting because there were some wild brothels in end of the 19th century and into the 20th century Paris. Let's extinguish this because I have very little time left. It's really super interesting, right? Like they had, like in Paris during World War II, there were over 150 brothels, and became a bit of a thing because almost all of them became commandeered by the Nazis because the Nazis basically were using Paris as a vacation spot for their soldiers. They had like a tourist radio. Nope. They had like tourist brochures, and they would like it was like they would cycle soldiers into Paris, like basically as like a vacation. Basically, is what they would do. Unloading zone ahead. Interesting. Let's see if we can go in here. Well, happy killing this with this in the sniper. Yes. Open gate. Sure. Do you see anything? I feel I saved, right? What's gonna happen? Oh gosh. Close the gate. 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 Close the gate.
Thank goodness. Made it through another night.
Unfinished business with the bear, he said.
Okay. Well, oh my gosh. Why am I cold? People, I cannot...
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Mackenzie, I do understand that you feel that way. I understand that you want to complain to me about like how your life is so sad because you're cold and all of that. Like I get it. But you need to like relax so that I can get you into a non-cold space. Mackenzie is just like, he's just like such a whiner all the time. And the problem is like, I know that he's cold. I'm on my way to a building. He needs to relax. Thanks. You're all invited to one of the, for one of the special tours if you come to Edinburgh. I want food and sex. Cause that's how that song goes. I smell sex and candy. Yeah. So that's like food and sex. So I want a tour on both. That's what I want. This is what I want. Okay, indoors. Krellin, if candy isn't food...
Hello? Anyone here?
This place looks like it's been empty for a while.
Fair. I see that.
Could end up being useful.
I realize that we're now going to slowly warm up. That's what we're going to do. Food and sex are very similar. I choose food. Because you do need food to live. Now I have to jet. I have to... Well, I'm heading out soon. This is what we're going to do. We're not going to explore this dam. We're going to stop right here. And I'm going to save one more time. Because I am paranoid. Just a little bit paranoid. Just save one more time. Confirm. Accept. And then we're going to go here. As I quit. Quit out of the game. Quit. Confirm. Okay. The damage you take your time. Oh, thank you, Babbaginator. I feel like Mackenzie likes to complain to me because I don't know why he's such a complainer. Maybe he complains because I make him carry way more stuff than he can carry, but I feel like he should just get over it. You know what I mean? He should just get over the fact that I make him carry a lot and just deal with it. That's my opinion. So first off, I want to thank everybody who's been here for sticking out and watching with us. What I want to do is tell you where you can find me next. So tomorrow is Friday. And tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time on this channel, my channel, will be the next episode of City of Light and Shadow, a Fate French Resistance campaign, with all of the, it's a good, gritty French Resistance campaign, great players. And we just had this big party. There was a big fancy Nazi party, and then a roundup of people. And so our players are going to try to figure out what they want to do about that, and the post moments. And we only have 4 episodes left of City of Light and Shadow. So you should come and watch it if you want to. It's really good. And then on Saturday, you can find me playing The Outer Worlds here at noon. But at 6 p.m., over on Weave the Tale, I'll be GMing Tachyon Squadron, which is a good big space opera, military starfighter. Like everyone's like like Buck Rogers, Top Gun sort of space fighter pilots. That's a 3-part thing, and part 2 is Saturday, so tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, pardon me. And then on Sunday, very exciting, at 1 p.m. Eastern over at Roll For It, you can find me doing a guest stint for 4 episodes on Sheepies, The Wandering Ends, Only War, Warhammer, The Last Stitch Only War. It's the Warhammer 40k, where we're going to be playing Regiment, and we're going to be doing and there will be no shenanigans, and also no shenanigans, or all of the shenanigans, and only 4 episodes. We only have 4 episodes left, and then we hit 16, and then I've got to ask the cast about coming back for season 4. I've just not confirmed with them because we had a bit of a turnaround, but it is my goal and hope to have season 4 because I really want to find out what's going to happen with the prince. And there's a bunch of things I want to find out about, especially I want to find out if they're going to go and blow up the Wannsee conference. I don't know what they're going to do. I want to find out what's happening, and whatever happens, there's going to be interesting things will come next. If we do a season 4, which I hope we do, it probably will not happen until August, right? Because I'm moving July 1st. And so I don't want to I'm not going to basically set up any new games until I get back. And so if I move July 1st, I'm gonna have to unpack and make sure that the internet works. And then, so we'll probably start Kolos season 4 in August is my imagination, is what I'm thinking. Yes. Believe it or not, I actually watched a VOD, and it was that one. I really liked you asking, what did you learn about that? Oh, nice. Right, because Bonsai. because that's happening, because we're in December right now. We're in December of 41, and the Wannsee Conference is in January of 1942. So that's about to happen, and they got heads up that it was happening, and so trying to figure out if they can like go and assassinate a bunch of people. They can do some stuff, so if they can sneak in and get there and get out. Yeah, are they trying to beat the dude who did it in real life? Yes, they are. Do you still need to find an apartment? That is a complicated question, Rissa, and I'm not quite certain what the answer to that one is right now. The answer is no. Maybe it's oh, by the way, it's complicated. It's complicated. One thing I will say, I believe that it's Heydrich who's at the Wannsee Conference. So basically, there's a person who's a really important Nazi who's at the Wannsee Conference, and they might kill him. And what's interesting, I think, is that people might be like, "Oh my gosh, that's going to change history." But what's interesting is that that guy ends up getting assassinated anyway. Like, he's assassinated by the SOE, but in the Czech Republic, I think, Czechoslovakia. I believe I've got to check my details, but that this guy is going to be assassinated anyway. It's just that they might actually assassinate him early, and it'll be like a big deal. And I'm like really interested, really excited to find out what's going on. So I don't know if they're going to do it. I have no idea. I don't know, because I'm just the GM. I'm not in charge of this bus. They are. So yes. So here's the thing. I'm going to be hosting Critical Role in an hour. If you want to hang out and watch Critical Role in a chat that does not have a gazillion people in it, this would be the place to go. But since we are going, let me see. I want to just check what's happening over here. So I would like us, if you do not mind, to go and, you know what we should do? We should go and raid Weave the Tale, because they're nice, and I feel like we should, oh, thanks. It's the Bricktops. Although Unmade Gaming, oh, y'all, this is tricky. This is tricky. What do we do? Unmade Gaming or Weave the Tale? I'm torn. Thank you, Toy Butt Sailor. Okay, I need your advice. Unmade Gaming is doing, I believe, Alien right now, which is pretty exciting. Weave the Tale is Parslings. Which one do I do? It's my life. It's really hard. Why is this my life? Let's do Unmade Gaming. We're gonna say hi to Dot. That's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, because they're doing the Alien. We're gonna say hi to Dot. So we're gonna weave. This is our raid command. If you want to give them some love for the raid, and I want to thank you, every single one of you who has been here, every single sub, every single follow, all of that. Thank you for being here. I've got a bunch of socials. If you want to, you can find me at the Trooper SJP on Twitch and on YouTube, Academic Foxhole on Twitter, and Patreon. And the Patreon goes to pay for the cast for the shows. And I've got a Discord if you want to follow us. And that's it. We're gonna go and give some love to the Alien folks. So with all of that said, take care of yourselves, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, everybody. Love, 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 love.